Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel. My name is Dustin Ritchea, your humble dungeon master, both your best friend and your greatest enemy. And I am joined tonight by our intrepid Seekers. Role Seekers is a group of gamers just like you who play Dungeons & Dragons for your enjoyment. And I would like to say...
Or not.
Or not. Or there's lots of other Twitch channels.
Please
I would like to say
This is the Dragon
that
Orgy
how
episode.
cool is it that every 2 weeks we all get to come down here and play some D&D together.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah. So I'm very grateful to this group. And the reason I'm saying all this is our OG team. They are back. We've not been together in a long time.
I know you.
So, yeah, all right. We have loved having our guest stars, James Wolfgar, Martin Nicky, Taylor, Kaiser Gajewski, Varen, Michelle Senderhoff. Love it. Please, if this is your first time joining us, follow us on all our social media channels. We do this for you just because we love to tell the stories, and we know you have a lot of options out there. Lord of the Rings is done, and it was good. I liked it a lot. And if you didn't, I'm sorry, but I did. So,
You didn't, I don't care.
I don't, yeah.
Lord of the Rings rings of power.
Sauron for life. So,
Thank you, Amazon, for owning Twitch. And
So, all right, gang. The game is getting intense, and probably more intense than you guys know, but I'm really excited about tonight's game, so I just want to jump right into it. It is Tuesday night. Let's roll! All right, welcome back, everybody. Before we jump into tonight's game, I do want to show some pretty cool things. So, hopefully I don't make a huge mess.
You will.
I probably might. I don't need your sass.
That's all I am.
So, if you are a podcast listener, these are the reliquaries from Dwarven Forge.
Oh, that's cool.
So, we got this one specifically. This is the Eldritch set. But it fits very nicely with our current campaign with the Eldgar Calyx. And Allie got the Elvins.
They're so cool.
They're so
because
cool.
I like them.
So, full disclosure, when I got these, I was like, I don't know about these. And then they came in and I'm like, no, these are the coolest things. So these are super
I
cool.
absolutely know about
I
them.
love them. So, yeah, so I'm going to set them back.
Modular.
But when they come out, beware.
yeah, not sponsored, I think.
Not sponsored. True. But they let us use their awesome stuff, so it's a fair exchange.
Cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. So saw Nate at Gen Con. Oh, love the Mohawk, man. Keep it alive. All right. In tonight's game, the game ended with me in the doghouse for using the Dwarven Forge Underdoom, and having them reach the dragon city of Kalash Ultharia.
What about The fact that you found Trash King without me.
And they found Trash
That
King
was like,
without her.
actually, that was what I was most upset.
You did hug him. You did hug
But
him.
here, I watched the game. I watched the game.
All right, I'm gonna get some music going. We're gonna go
What
to
was that EDM music that we were really into it.
Cosmic Funk. That is loud.
Plot point. The mountain is made of this.
Cosmic Thump. Is that what you said?
Funk.
I am the
Cosmic Funk.
All right. The group was talking to Zara. Zara is the matriarchal dragon of this kingdom of Kelesh Iltharia. As the group talks to her, she gives you a lot of information, actually. She talks about the Gogliers, how the dragons are a passionate people, that they are unable to beat these creatures because they show them their greatest passions and then feast upon their souls. She tells you about the story of the Shalatir, the story of the young man who tried to climb the mountain to find the flower to save his father's life, but instead chose lust. Either as a curse or through the swirlings of passions, the obsidian sands raged across the southern continent. As you leave, she has some misgivings about Horat's Eo's trust in you. Are you truly the heroes he believes you are? Can you open the door on the Tier of God, on the day of the Tier of God? So, as a recap for our players and our audience, Azeron has not borne witness to any living thing in a millennia, according to what he told Lyra in her Azeron dream vision. But it is obvious that Aurarialis, the Mountain of Light, the temple in which Azeron is said to reside, has been closed for about 350 years. The same time, coincidentally, that Sepharadrax was destroyed in Karagas. That is the shadow dragon, also said to be Azeron's love. So no one has seen the dragon god in 1,000 years, and no one has entered into the outer sanctums of the temple in 350 years. Horatio says you're the ones to do it because of a prophecy he created and then disappeared, pulled back by the weave. He did say all living things are connected to the weave. As he ripped apart, Lyra said, that's why I don't trust the weave, as the magic of the weave ripped him asunder. As all of this has gone on, the stage is set. You do know that there are other adventurers in Kelesh Iltharia, followers of the third prophet of Astarius. You've not seen them yet, but Trash King is apparently good friends with them. At the same time, our good friend Elric Fiddlefingers gave his life to gain a kind of Elgirian truth, to see beyond the veil, to see what it was that attacked their friend Morg. You learn that Morg was actually the disciple of Katsup.
Thunder.
I hope people listening do that also.
I do.
If they keep watching.
Yeah, and we eventually,
Real fans make the noise.
and when we
Make
get our
TikToks.
Patreon up and running, we're gonna start with the button.
Send us TikToks of you with ketchup and then lightning in the background.
It's like drinking ketchup.
Oh,
They also learned,
Don't do
however, that Katsup is in league with the Eldgar Calyx, this kind of elder being. The thing lives off of fate. This creature is not necessarily evil, it simply is the timeline of fate. As people live the fates that are prescribed to them, it feeds off of what they have lived. You have learned that Astarius has created a kind of dam, and the monster is starving. You being alive is now creating a butterfly effect. As you are meant to be dead, your fates are inadvertently affecting everyone else's fates, thusly starving the beast. It wants you dead. And it will challenge you at every moment to try to take your lives. You also now have all of the chess pieces, according to his vision, of the players in the game. You now know that the Queen of Glass in Ashara is ready, poised to strike. You know that Astarius may actually have the power to defeat the Eldgar, or at least that's what your characters assume it's her. You know about the Mother of Horrors, leader of the Argolus, creatures of nightmare, and David believes he has seen her in the Chain City.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. You also know about Katsup and Emperor Aldarian Titus. One little bit of lore that might have been forgotten is you do remember hearing someone talk about their brother Aldarian Titus and say that was not always his name. All right. Our last person was Torque, who walked from Zara, and she told him that she does not see the light in him, but that he should embrace the shadow. As he walks his way out, he reaches the edge of the grand hall with the lava ducts moving the magma through the palace, and he sees Lyra walking back in alone. She holds her shield like a cross and approaches the dragon matriarch. What do you do? I am the truth!
Does she?
She
anything to me?
beckons you to come forward. Do you have more to say?
We have to open these doors because Ozeron speaks to me, and he told me to find him.
She spits and a little bit of flame comes out of her mouth. Oh, cool. How dare you? First Horatio and now this. You and your group have leave to gallivant in our city.
How
Do
can I
not
prove it?
flaunt it.
How can I prove it to you? Do you see what I am?
You
What?
mortal.
Could a normal mortal withstand this? And I cast Sacred Flame on myself.
Deal yourself half damage.
Is resistance half?
Yep.
I don't remember what it is. Do I have to roll to hit myself?
I don't think with Sacred
I'm-
Flame.
Oh no, it's a dex save. Well, for one,
I believe you can choose to fail.
I'll just choose to fail.
I'm gonna let you choose to fail. That would be so silly.
She tries.
I miss! Could I survive this? You shoot behind yourself.
It's like the video of just like Dark Souls player watching the rain or memorizing the rain pattern to the rain's attack pattern, and then just like a guy just like phasing through.
I would deal 15 damage. I take 7.
Okay, so your cape and your armor glow kind of that orange hue as they start to burn, and you let the singeing like kind of crinkle your skin, but you don't even flinch. She comes walking down. Do you really wish to be tested?
Yes, if that's what I need to do to prove it to you, and you're gonna let.
She hits you with fire breath.
So I would probably in this case, like, is she like how close is she to me?
Within 10 feet.
Okay, then I would not like duck out of the way of that. I would just like embrace it.
Okay. You choose to fail.
And then as she does it, I'm gonna wipe my hair out of the way, highlighting my scar
Okay.
of the dragon.
Rad. Radical.
Do you choose to fail your dex save?
Yeah.
Okay. Un momento.
You're resistant to fire, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah.
It's acid.
Yeah, if it's not fire, then
Necron.
Well, she could, but she sees what you're doing, and she's gonna breathe fire on you.
What is
I don't like
acid?
I don't
It's
like
not
that she
liquid
could.
fire.
She could. Just real brief.
She could make you wither away.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, she definitely could. She
could
has,
do
she has
damage.
both eyes.
She just spits on you.
She just spits a big loogie. Done.
Necrotic. Death.
I need 18d6.
Holy
Oh god.
So if I can get some d6s.
Oh,
Thank you.
D6.
This will work.
10 is not a normal dragon.
This is why you don't give the DM your dice. They're all gone now. They're all gone. They're on the floor forever and ever.
They'll be
It's
in the
with your
room.
koozie.
The Atlas was down
the
here,
dice
they
are
would
with your
be.
koozie.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. What is that from?
It's a family
Family Guy.
gathering.
Oh, okay.
Stewie walking around the house grabbing the candy.
No,
it's James Woods doing it.
Well, no, the first time it is Stewie.
I'm gonna give
that
these
you
back
can't-
because I'm embarrassed.
they?
How many I
Oh, okay.
dropped? It's a lot. It's more than two. So
Going on an adventure.
okay.
Oh,
So
you're there.
for all our listeners, I am actually counting out the dice. There we go.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna roll them and lose them. You have a nice area.
Oh, re-roll it.
That's a lot.
Cocked on itself.
Okay.
She re-roll a one.
No, she doesn't have that ability. All right, gang. We're starting the night off with a hearty roll.
I just want to even myself out from the fight you guys did.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that.
Because that's what we need, the healer to be damaged.
Yeah, we found out that
Make sure you land
10, 20,
on
30,
the
40,
Yeah, don't forget about
50.
I was gonna cast
62?
Shield of Faith on you, but
No.
then I remembered that we did just finish my battle.
58. 58. So
29.
29.
Man. Way too.
Hero Pin, where are you at?
Green.
So the flames hit you. Your white robe just ignites in fire. Give me a con save. Don't flinch.
Nice.
Oh,
I kind of do want
I have.
As your
Do I
clothes
have
burn away,
advantage?
you stand there naked.
plot.
She's in armor. I'm just like,
it
Plot
melts.
point. She screams.
Oh, fuck. 11.
That's not bad.
Roll.
okay. So
Because you didn't use the dragon.
you didn't use the dragon.
Well,
Well, not the dragon.
I
I'll
know.
allow it.
19.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
So as your armor burns, your cloak burns, all of your armor turns red hot. This is adult dragon fire. In theme of Lord of the Rings, this would melt the red ring, the one ring. Okay, so you just get hit with this, and you just stand there in it. She takes a step back.
He has blessed me. You don't have to believe me, but I made a promise to find him, and if he is trapped, then there's a reason that we are here.
She comes up to you and brushes your hair and looks at the scar. She shows you her arm, and you see the same one. Follow me. Meanwhile,
And we never heard of Lyra ever again.
That's okay. I'll live here with the dragons forever.
yeah, you told me. She's like, I'm done.
I'm done. My
reroll
character's
this
never
character. I'm
leaving.
done.
I'm playing Micah with you guys. Lyra's
great.
staying here.
Micah's arm would still be broken.
No, it's not.
I don't know. It's been.
There's so many healers. It would be healed.
I'm pretty sure he's
No,
dead.
no.
He's not dead.
I got like $5. He's dead.
All right.
Mike's not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
The rest of the group heads out. You see Alesh waiting for you with two other dragon guards, Farons. Torque, you are the last to come out. I see that Zara has granted you leave in our city. Who is taking Elric's? Okay. Then you are to come to the bazaar. Follow. When you see them, they are now dressed in these beautiful, like, not quite togas, but these red flowing gowns with the clasp up by the shoulder. Again, depending on how you look at them, they are either very slender, very well-poised humanoids, but as you look, you can kind of see scales shimmering, almost like a mirage in the desert. It is as though they don't want you to see their true selves. Do you follow them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the choice.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me.
Trash King comes up to you. So, how have things been?
There's been a lot. There's been a lot. It's been 3 years.
Has it been that long?
It has.
Oh my gosh. It's a long time.
Have you had any luck trying to find your family?
I'm not family. Friends.
Your friends.
My friends. I found Zarij.
Your elephant friend?
Yes!
Where are they?
She told me that it's pronounced Zarij, not Zarj, as I have been mistaken.
That's what I've been calling her in stories.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Well, they've been here for quite a while, too.
They're here.
Years.
Why are they still here?
Well, when they came, at first they didn't think there was a way out. Apparently there is with the masks. But Horatio didn't tell them about that, and he's been gone for a while.
We've had the same encounter with him. He played a joke on one of our friends a very long time ago, and he took Elric's ability to play wind instruments and then disappeared for a very long time, and I think he's just traveling through the plains and forgets about...
I found this!
What is it?
It looks like a music box.
Where did you find that at?
In the desert,
What does it do?
plays music.
You opened it? Where,
I think it's broke.
where at in the desert?
Just the middle of the desert, by one tree.
That's a little...
Pretty cool, huh? And he puts it back in his
Okay.
bag.
Trash King, I have a question for you. Remember when my eyes were really creepy? And they were like...
You have to be more specific.
They were like lizard eyes?
Yes!
And then they switched up. My real eyes were in a jar.
Crazy.
And then I was fixed and it transferred into the jar again, the lizard eyes.
Whoa!
You took them.
Did I?
Yes, you said you wanted them, so I gave them to you.
I don't hold on to things like that. You wouldn't have the room.
Well, I know that you have a lot of bags, and it would mean a lot to us as our friend if you could just double check and see if you have them, because I think that we could really try and help Elric.
Who's Elric?
He's this one.
We were friends.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I worked so hard to try to be your friend.
Oh my god. Well, look. I wouldn't hold your breath, though. I only have these 6 bags.
Yep. But,
Yeah.
Isn't it a wondrous item?
but just think of it this way, as one of your friends, you could be doing something great for him. He could get his vision back. He can't see right now. He has no eyes. And if you find them, we can maybe try and find a way to restore his vision using those eyes.
It's really heavy. We just saw each other. It's been 3 years. Oh, look.
Please.
Holy crap. And he walks away. How are you, David?
I'm doing pretty basic.
Basic, David.
Basic.
I smell the regret on you.
What?
It reeks.
I don't. What? How do you smell feeling?
You don't?
You can always smell regret.
No.
As you walk through the rest of this, so like you're walking under what would be like the warehouse district of a city, but everything is made of this kind of black obsidian metal. At the tops where the heat is the hottest, it looks slick like glass, but down here it looks rough and calloused like lava rock. And as you're walking through the streets, finally you see Alesh pull at a pinked curtain, and the smell of this incense burning wafts out into the street. We have arrived. You are expected.
I walk in.
Oh,
That smell. Let's go. Go right in.
Is there Does it smell familiar at all?
It does not. It does not. It smells. It smells like rose and tulip and something you can't quite put your finger on.
Hi.
It's this. It would be completely from the Farron race. So this is a brand new smell, but it's strong and pungent. And as you smell it, I would like visions of the wondrous classic Batman and Robin with Uma Thurman blowing her.
Oh.
You're welcome. That's exactly how I want it to smell.
Oh, wonderful.
Cumin?
Cumin. It's cumin.
I would go with cinnamon.
Oh, it's coming.
So it ignites. It ignites something inside of each of you, which is kind of primal. Just
It's a bathhouse. Please, it's a bathhouse.
Better be a bath.
You're unconscious. You're like,
Yeah.
you're
Elric
I want my
Elric
eyes
is
to like go to
slightly-
like the fey color eyes and then like back, like it just kind of like.
nice.
Nice.
Dork's already naked.
So, so as you walk in, you see a rather large Farron standing. This one is wearing the two brown straps that go around his muscular body, and he is a dark bronze color.
Dork's definitely naked.
Straight down
Not
the
yet.
cloth.
So this is like an outer room, and he points. You will change.
Dude. Alrighty.
Who's changing Elric?
Not it.
We leave him out. We have to leave that. We have to leave
Leave
Elric
him in the
out
locker room.
You put him in my locker.
He leads toward a kind of locker,
yeah.
like would be in an old Colosseum type locker, like a wooden. So it's a. As you walk in, it's all like lava stone benches, and you hear this kind of like the as the water is pouring down into vents, and then steam is lifting itself into it. If you wanted exactly what it is, it's very Icelandic bathhouse.
I was going with Spirited Away.
Have we uncocooned
You could just kill
yet?
me.
No.
You could just kill me.
Yeah, it's just in the cocoon. Just like
He wants his
Elric
character
is
to be
sure.
born in the steams of
He wants to
I-
be in the Dragon City.
He's so
I want to be
sad.
one of them.
I tried to kill you, but they wouldn't allow me.
You do come in and you see that there are hanging up. They are the same type of toga-like outfits that Alesh was wearing. They are different colors, different sizes, and I think you should take a moment to think about what your specific one that you're going to go up looks like. As you have seen Alesh, and you now saw the bronzed gentleman, you see that the colors people choose seems to have some type of meaning. So choose wisely, based on you. Meanwhile,
I want a colorful toga.
you're getting the purple one.
You're too busy being dramatic.
It's me. We're giving you glitter.
Yeah. Well, purple means royalty. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
can we get it a little louder, please? A horse whip comes down on a hand. Whack! The hand burns, it hurts. A young boy looks up at an older gentleman wearing very much like a gentleman horseman who would play in polo. He has the kind of, you know the vision I'm thinking of, like where he's sitting in the coats and he has the kind of khaki pants with the long boots. He has a long hat on and he looks down at the boy. Stand upright, Elric.
Oh,
Keep your chin high and do not look down at the salt of the earth. Elric has been smacked hard in the hand for looking at a girl across the way.
Something.
Here I was thinking we were just further in the bathhouse.
It's a layer back.
Anticipation is the greatest pleasure. Elric, what do you do?
Who is this person to me?
Your father.
That's what I thought.
Happy Elric.
I
Don't call
put my hands, tuck them into the small of my back, and keep walking with my chin up. Yes, father.
A Fidalgo does not look down.
Fidalgo.
A Fidalgo.
Fidalgo.
One day all this could be yours. If you are up to the task. But your marks are not as good as your brothers.
I only wish to make you proud, Father.
Stop that ridiculous voice. You know I hate it when you pretend. He smacks you in the chest.
Yes, Father.
We shall go to court today. You will not embarrass me.
What is our business there?
We are to talk to Vinar Lorn. He has put certain sanctions on the Inari that is not working out for our business. You will learn how to act like a proper gentleman. This young steward thinks that he can be better than his fathers. Us prefecture lords shall put him in his place.
I agree, Father.
Good. You ride into the middle of Terrafon. The white spires lift up, and you see the sigil of the crows hanging along the kingdom. As you ride, you see the young girl. She is the daughter of a peasant, but she waves at you lovingly.
Due to the smacking of the hand only a few hours ago, I look away.
As you walk into the center of Terrafon, you spend your day in long, arduous meetings of political chess. Your father's particularly good at it, but you don't spend much attention on it. However, you can tell by the sweat on Vinar Lorn's brow that he is losing the battle of the Prefecture Lords. As you head home, the sun is setting. Your father has a large smile on his face. This weekend we shall go to the country. Your mother wishes to see the flowers near Ilden.
You had a great victory today. I believe it is well deserved.
You are correct. Remember, hard work creates luck. He rides forward without you. As you sit there, you see from the corners, psst, psst, the young girl is underneath a carriage.
I'd absolutely find a place to tie off my horse and jump down.
She begins to giggle. You got hit.
It's so naughty.
My dad can just be so mean sometimes. Can I hang it? How old?
I would say you're both around, 12?
Okay. Okay.
I know.
You look really pretty today.
Mother says that you're going to the country.
Yeah, I have to go see all my brothers and make my mom happy.
Well, I'm going to see if I can tag along.
How are you going to do that?
My mother is going to come, and I'm just going to say that I want to learn some of the trade.
That's a great idea.
When we get there, we will be able to see each other.
Oh, of course.
So, I want you to come out at 10 in the evening.
Okay.
You'll meet me in the forest. Northwest of the orchards, you remember?
Northwest. I just scribble it down because Elric will not remember this. Okay, Northwest. The first day that we get there?
Yes. Okay. Don't be late, Elric.
What time?
As soon as the moon is out,
The moon.
find a reason to get away.
That won't be a problem.
She leaves, kissing you on the cheek.
It's the one that got away.
Okay.
Elric!
I scramble back up on my horse.
As you come riding in, you see that your house is located on the southwestern end of the lands of Terrafon. When you have returned to Garifon, these lands are a mere echo of themselves. The house has fallen to ruin, and most of the plantation is gone. The lands around your house grow many different things, such as wheat and different foods for the main city. But the large central house is a very colonial looking.
Oh, naturally.
As you approach, you see that there are several Inari that greet you, taking your coat, walking your horse to the stable, as you are walked inside, where your mother has prepared a large banquet.
Are his parents also halflings?
They are not.
Or my brothers.
You've not seen your brothers.
He would know.
He doesn't.
But my father speaks of them?
Your father speaks of them. You have not seen them yet. And other than what you are living, you have no memories.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the meal, Mother.
You ate that like a barbarian. One of those North people.
And that's where I get my fetish. Well, you know what they say about growing boys.
No.
Man, you're like
I'm
sus.
sorry. I'll be cleaner next time.
I don't care about your cleanliness. I want you to eat like a gentleman. Like your brother, Cedric.
When will I get to meet them?
The hell are you talking about?
I feel like I haven't seen them in forever.
They'll be at the country house.
Okay.
Will you meet your brothers? Did he embarrass you today? Surprisingly, no. It's hard to embarrass when you're not seen or heard from. You did well, son.
Thank you, Father.
How did it go today? And they trail off into a meaningless conversation of politics and the intrigues of Terraform, which Elric in today's world knows really don't matter. The night passes without incident, and the next day seems to move like a blur as you find yourself and your family caravanning toward Ilden. As you approach the city, to your right, you see a large ranch with people riding horses in ways you've never seen. I hate these people. If they did not have the contract with Terraform, you know for sure they'd be run right out. Land of Heart.
How barbaric. I lie.
Agreed. They walk in to the city of Ilden to refresh, recharge, and an old gentleman comes out carrying multiple books. Would you like a book? Would you like to join the library of Ilden?
Glaring.
I looked at my father. So,
Pick on! Pick on with you! How about you, young man? A book of knowledge?
I looked back at my father for like approval, like reaching out.
Beware! He grabs you and pulls you close. Once you drink from the well of knowledge, drink deep, for you will never have enough. And he walks back into his tiny house.
Oh, exhilarating!
He has that like super clean room in his house, doesn't he? In his basement.
It's just a book on pie recipes.
Clarence.
The Elven Librarian.
Build the librarian.
I don't know this guy.
And that's okay.
He's dead.
He's dead. He was crushed by a bookshelf, I think.
Yeah, no, he was pushed down the stairs and then crushed.
Yeah. It was a series of unfortunate.
Knowledge was his end.
He has a blunderbuss.
And blood contracts for your library card.
If only we had recorded our first games, we would have
Lord.
0 followers. Or 10 times more.
Well, you know what they say about the cat.
It's your mother. No.
You know the saying, when in Rome. Curiosity killed the cat.
She just looks away from you. In the distance, however, you hear the rising music of instruments you've never heard of in the court. It sounds like a mandolin, perhaps a lute. You hear also the trill of a flute.
Father, what is that?
Gypsies!
Are they? I take it that they're not good?
You have ears, do you not? Your mother looks... Nah.
Very well. I go back and I start looking at the book. Flipping through.
It is a book on Istarius.
I'll take free proficiency. Okay. I'm gonna flip through it. I'm not actually gonna read it. I'm gonna look for pictures.
So a kind of large, gruff man comes out. Your spokes all messed up, and it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get you some new spokes, but I want to work on it. Name's Ron. We'll get you set up, but you're gonna need to stay for a couple hours. Make yourself at home. Keelix owns a pretty nice tavern. Although it is being acquired by a gentleman named Dom at the moment, so just make sure I'll get right to work. Get to work then! And he just kind of grabs your mother, and you see all the servants kind of looking around. What do we do? And he moves forward without even talking to them, and you see your quartermaster come out and begin to clap his hands, and all the servants stand up straight. But you know that in this downtime, you might have a little bit of freedom.
Does it seem like my parents are going off to do their own thing, or do they expect me to follow them?
Does it matter?
I would say for the first couple minutes, yeah.
They haven't looked at you. They walk themselves straight toward the tavern.
I would definitely follow them for like a minute or two, and then once I kind of get that feeling, I would immediately head towards the music.
So as soon as they reach the tavern, your father opens the door up, and you see as he does, his cloak brushes aside, and you see a beautiful rapier attached to him. As soon as the door opens, you hear the wafting voices of, "So we want to buy this place." And the door shuts.
I just think to myself, what an interesting man. Yeah, I want to go find those gypsies.
Okay. You head toward the edge of town. As you do, you see a gentleman holding many different scrolls, and he's wearing a monocle and large tops. And he's mumbling something about permits, but he's walking in the opposite direction of the music.
I would ignore him.
Okay?
I would ignore him.
As you continue on, you hear a joyous rancor.
Okay.
See many young women in long, flowing dresses, the kind of Esmeraldian dresses.
Okay.
And they're dancing to a jig, but all of the music you hear is coming from one gentleman in the center. He is a short little fellow.
I, believe it or not, will kind of ignore the dancing women and get almost awkwardly close to the short man that's playing the music and kind of just stare in awe.
He plays a tune. As he sees that you are listening to the music, he changes his tune and it almost looks as though he's playing for you. "What brings you here, young man?" He's rather short. You actually are much taller than him by probably 3 or 4 feet.
He's like 3 feet tall.
Is he?
What? I have never heard music like this before.
No, really, it comes from the eastern lands, my friend. Over the mountains, past a land called Karagas. Few venture that far, but we gypsies, we travel. We're headed west to a land apparently made of glass.
That's incredible. How do you get all the different sounds?
Practice, my boy! And then he changes tunes, and you hear all the women kind of like regale in a large chorus. And he comes back to you, and he's still playing.
If you travel, how do these people know your music? Do they travel with you? Do they seem like they're townspeople, or?
These people, my boy, this is family.
This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this.
That's my cousin, my brother, my Uncle Sam.
All three of them are Sam.
Wow.
Sam.
Can anybody learn to play music like that?
He stops. Can anyone learn to play music? And you hear somebody yell out, "Not like you, fiddle toes!"
Fiddle hose?
Fiddle toes.
Oh,
Fiddle
toes.
toes.
I don't like that.
That's amazing. Well, might not be that good right now, but I'm up for the challenge.
Well, then you have to start small. And he hands you one of those tiny
recorder?
toy. Oh,
No, a kazoo?
a kazoo. Yes, it has to be a kazoo now.
Okay. Immediately.
Oh my God, no! It's an automaton.
Yes! Yes! Whoa! Immediately try to
Wait,
play
it's
it.
the automaton. Wait, is it automaton?
Automaton.
Okay.
Automaton.
I'm gonna say I have no proficiency, so an 8.
Not bad, but you have to feel the music as much as play it.
I choose to feel the music. Choose to feel. I love it. Slightly better.
Yes, you'll get it, boy.
Ah.
You seem touched by something. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something about you.
My dad smacked me on the hand yesterday.
Say my dad.
Thinking the exact same thing.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
There's something about you, something strapping. The name's Tom.
It's good to meet you. And I shake his hand.
I am,
Fiddle toes.
some call me a half-folk, because I'm only about yay big. There's something about you, though. Meet me tonight, and I'll teach you something you ain't ever learned before.
Well, I don't know. We're supposed to. Our carriage is getting repaired right now. I don't know if we'll be in town.
Where are you going?
We're going to just outside Illidan. Right? I don't know how far though.
Where's your caravan?
Was it Tom? What shop was it?
Ron.
Ron. We're at Ron's shop.
He looks over at his family. Friends! This boy's been touched by the spark of light! You hear them kind of laugh. No! I'm serious! He has the jig in his soul! And we're gonna help him out! And the whole group of people, they kind of straighten up. What's he need? His caravan's broken! And he left it to old Ron! And they all start laughing. We ain't gonna go nowhere fast doing that! I ain't never trusted Ron before! Come on! And the whole group walks toward Ron's shop. There's about 50 people.
Oh my god.
You see all of your servants looking very uncomfortable, and your father comes rushing out of the bar as you are basically in the front
Leading
of this
gypsy
caravan led by Tom Fiddletoes.
I'm gonna get my ass beat by my father tonight.
So
That's
your
okay.
father comes out with his hand on his rapier.
I see him. I kind of hold my hands up. Father, wait! These people, they say that they're gonna help. Might get us on the road faster.
Get away from my property! These are gypsy folk! They'll steal from you just as soon as look at you! And he comes running up, and you see Tom, no, friend, we just want to help. Back! And they get into a little tuffle. Your mother screams out, and you see some of the members of the family come walking out looking at what's happening. All of your servants begin to move around, and the gypsies kind of look like, what's going on? But Tom is just trying to console your father. No, friend, we're just trying to... Within a moment, there's a flick of the wrist, and a blade goes straight through Tom's chest.
It sucks.
The blade is pulled out, cleaned, sheathed, and before Tom has hit the ground, the gypsies flee.
Forgive me, Father, but I don't feel like that was very necessary.
You wouldn't know necessary if it spit in your face as he does. Let's go!
I follow wherever we're going. Wipe the spit off my face.
As you do, your father gets into the caravan and you see Tom is still alive. He is coughing. And he's kind of looking at you.
I run over to him.
Well, sometimes you hit your last note too soon, don't you, my boy?
I'm so sorry.
It's not you. You have the spark in you, boy. You have the spark. And he pulls out a flute.
I take it and I want to hide it, tuck it into whatever coat I'm wearing.
Thank you. Thank you. And his eyes roll back.
I want to try to sneak back to the caravan as, quietly as possible.
Meanwhile,
Y'all wonder why I'm so messed up.
You got happy
You took
problems.
advice from a dude named Fiddletoes.
He is a good
Come on,
man.
to meet the
You
12-year-old
took
boy
a
at the late of
weird
night.
flute.
What do you do the fuck?
don't trust strangers, Kevin.
Especially musicians.
Lyra, you are led behind the throne. You see a waterfall of fire. Zara lifts her hand and the waterfall parts. She walks downstairs.
I'd follow her.
As you do, you see tapestries of dragons adorning the walls. Large dragons, dragons whose wingspan spread the breadth of mountains. They are fighting one another, ravaging the sky. You see a land that looks like silver crystal below them, just silver as far as you can see. She says nothing as she continues to walk.
Are the dragons different colors that are
They
fighting?
are.
What colors do I see?
You see gold, silver, red, black, and other colors as well.
They all fighting each other? Or does it seem to be like
It doesn't seem to be of any, like, it looks as though, like, it is
it's not telling a
depicting
story?
great, perhaps, but not that you could follow. It looks like great battles.
I will make it a point to like try to ingrain as much of this in my memory to go back to think about. How far does this all go down?
A few minutes.
Tapestry is beautiful.
Yes, they tell the story of the wars of time. A land of knives.
I would love to hear those stories one day.
You could not age long enough to understand them. I have something to show you. A very ancient treasure.
Okay. I won't argue with her.
As you head down, I would like fate to decide this for us. I want to give you more than a half a chance. So you're going to roll a D8 and choose 5 numbers you want.
3, 7, 8. Why not
You
7?
can never trust the number 7.
He's got a point. 13.
Eli.
Oh, it's a D10.
8.
2 and 6.
Can you read them all again?
3, 7, 8, 2, 6. You said 5?
So what numbers are we not wanting?
1,
4, 5.
1, 4, 5.
Let's do it.
Damn it.
4? Yeah.
4.
Was it 7?
Oh, it was 4. If it was 7, I'd pick
But she wanted a 7. Can never trust the number 7 again, knows.
Sorry. You head down. doors open. This is our most sacred space. You see 4 very large Pharons playing drums.
Like they just stay down here?
Seem to be ready for you.
Okay.
They are most likely guards who are now playing the drums.
Okay.
Does that help?
Oh, that's ruining the magic.
Well, the staff's multi-class.
They
right
just
there.
teleport in here. In the center of the room, you see what looks like a small fountain, like a pool. Not very deep, not very. It looks like something you'd see in the lobby of a hotel. Just kind of like a nice thin pool of crystal blue water. And above it, you see a burning black flame with a red center.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, sorry.
Does it look like it's burning with magic?
It looks like it is simply burning. Like, I mean, it has to be. There's nothing, it's floating in the air.
Thank you for letting me see this. Beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
She looks at you very deeply. Why Azeron?
Why do I follow Azeron?
Yes.
Well, I guess the small town I grew up in, we all followed Azeron. And I studied him. And he always brought good fortune to my town. And he also seemed like a righteous god. And the more I prayed to him and spoke with him, I finally, even though everyone made fun of me, no one believed in him. But I believed hard enough, and he finally spoke back to me.
The drums stop. So you say.
Yes.
Show us. They point to the black flame. You will need divine intervention.
Azeron will will it.
We haven't gotten to 20 yet.
Azeron will will it.
No, she has she's a cleric. She has divine intervention.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
it's
using
so,
that die?
it's,
The dragon die.
there's 100. It's 100.
That's fine.
What
These
do
are
you
my
need?
dragon bloodstones.
Almost as bad as 120.
You got this.
And under my breath, I just say, if there was a time, now would be the time. Please help me prove it to your people so they'll let me help them.
What do you need?
14 or lower.
Azeron wills it.
Do it!
Come on.
Oh my god, the coolest thing ever.
I use my epic feat to make it better.
Do you have an epic feat?
Yeah.
You can have advantage.
Oh.
Should
I
I roll
want
2
this.
steps at a
Azeron
time?
wills
or
the first one. You won't even need
One at a
it.
time. Come on.
But you got it. So if you roll this, you still burn your epic. Like you're doing your epic feat to roll twice.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Like,
Do it. First
please
one.
do it.
Build it.
35. That was close. Azeron loves the show. Come on.
14% is hard.
Wait,
It's hard, but believe.
That's the best.
It's for Azeron.
Believe in the heart of the
14 or
dice.
lower.
Because I'm level 14.
Come on, you got
Come
this.
on.
I want it so bad.
Jeez.
Right?
Come on. 81.
That's such a hard thing to roll. It's such a low.
Yeah, that's why it's great. That's why it's great. Okay, so you reach out and you just pray. If ever there was a chance, but the flame just burns, and the dragons begin to play the drums again. That's what I thought.
He doesn't answer every time I talk to him. He's a god. He doesn't always gift me with that, but he has before, and I have no reason to lie to you.
And yet, you needed him now.
Your people have needed him for hundreds of years.
You hear that, and you hear the dragons just kind of look, and she just.
You don't scare me. I will die for what I believe in.
Then
And I want to help you.
do so. And she points back to the black flame.
Will it kill me to touch that? What would happen if you touched it?
I would not.
What is it?
It is the gift of Savaradrax.
It looks like Azeron's heart being almost hugged by Savaradrax's flame. I have a request for you.
Yes.
I think I can help, but I need one thing.
What?
I need Torque. I need my friend. I think together we are Azeron's light and shadow. He believes in both of us in a very different way.
She looks at one of the people playing the drums. And he runs off. Fine.
Find the naked gnome.
Look deep into my sea eagle. But it's just you, like, unclothing yourself.
Just like sprinting through town.
Back in the bazaar.
I hope
bizarre.
Torque took it upon. I hope you took it upon yourself to clothe me in the appropriate attire.
No, we're putting you in my
Oh,
locker.
I did. Don't worry.
Just like hanging you up.
They open it up, he just falls out.
No, there are hooks with cloaks on them. I just
that's what I
take my cloak off and put you up.
Just like a cubby.
As you
Can't
walk
lose ya.
out of the lockers, please describe what you are wearing.
I am
fashion
wearing a cloak that is just black as night. I'm totally going into this.
Nice.
It's got. I find a way to take some extra fabric of just a brilliant gold and kind of like weave it a little bit into that, just so it has some highlights. Then a nice golden clasp up here.
Nice.
I'm wearing a very blue toga. That is like I have it like wrapped around my head a little bit. Like a towel.
Like the towel.
Yeah.
I have a forest green and brown like ombre, and it has
Bonus
almost
points for using the word ombre.
thank you. It has like that that shimmer.
Yeah.
You can stay.
Inspiration!
The powers of the Technoman.
Technomancer, you may give inspiration to any player at any time in tonight's game.
To yourself to fix a goblin.
For committing the order to Allie to re-roll Divine Intervention.
Yeah, one more time. One more time.
Please, your forest green and brown ombre.
Yes, and then it has, so they have like this holographic shimmer to them. So you know, like those like sequin like pillows where like if you run it, like if you like rub it one way it's one color and then you do it the other way and it's another color. So it's kind of like that, but like the shimmer of both colors.
Trying to cave
And
to a
then
forest.
I take from my druidic staff a feather and I'm gonna tie it where the tie is right here.
Nice! You guys looking hot.
Sorry, no, Nick
Hell.
Cage.
Do I get to choose?
They put you in something.
I just find every extra color of everything that I can find.
Like
And just
mummy
like-
wrap, like mummy wrap him.
I would prefer
Brown.
purple.
Okay.
Brilliant purple. However, it wouldn't be so much as a toga. I would choose what looks to be like a sumo wrestler diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just that. Like
You're very Weekend at Bernie.
Sunglasses.
That's fine as long as I get to wear my purple diaper.
Sunglasses that the empty holes just dripping black.
Killian's would be a pale blue, because you already took blue, for like ice in the north.
Like this rock.
Exactly like this rock, which is
Some blue calcite.
Which is
blue
blue
calcium.
Blue calcium.
It's calciner.
The most important calcium.
But also from being of the North and not accepting as civilized, she wouldn't just wear it like a toga. She would have it more like just around her waist and just wrap her chest.
Nice. I thought she was gonna go just full out.
Yeah.
But that's good.
It's good.
That's classy.
A little bit of decency.
Yeah.
Strapping it down.
It's unfortunate.
Is there some kind of indecency about the female form?
Who are you looking?
What?
What are you looking at?
Me?
Me? Me?
Just saying, if you
Are
go to
you
a 5-star
go
dinner.
for me?
If I go to a 5-star dinner and I don't have pants on, I mean, people are gonna look at me. Just saying.
So as you walk out of the bathhouse, Torque, you are the first to come out in your beautiful ebony and gold, and you see a very large, like not large, like foreboding woman, and she is just black as night. And she comes up and her gold eyes shine, and she just runs her hands along your chest, and she moves on.
I wanted her to do that to me.
I just whimper and look back to the rest, and I keep walking into the
Elric stirs.
Just more of that like muffled screaming.
Somebody want to be here!
Why did I take a shadow?
Why did I look into morgue?
I live for this game.
My eyes hurt so much.
In the corner of this bathhouse, you see together, they look a little disheveled, like they don't want to be in here, but they've been beckoned. They have thrown on very bland, neutral togas. You see 7 people sitting in the corner. Trash King runs out wearing what looks like the thing Bam Bam would wear from Flintstones.
Like a little boink.
Loincloth comes running out. Guys, these are my friends! You see a group of would-be adventurers. They look a little bit more plump, a little lackadaisical, like they have not adventured in 3 years. But you see a young Inari, a human woman, very large, a rather foreboding-looking gentleman, human. You see, wrapped in just kind of disheveled fabric, a machine, just kind of breathing ominously behind the rest of the group. It is some type of war-forged construct that looks very familiar to you, Clara, because you were just in a city.
Okay.
You see a rather salty-looking man who's just kind of
One more time.
You see a very small, kind of whimsical-looking girl. And you see a very frantic young boy who's kind of looking around. Are these them? And he comes running up. My name is Pinswing.
Oh god, I forgot him.
No.
Where's my character?
I don't.
Who's Pelswing?
What is his
Where's
name?
Arish?
I'm Pinswing. I am the handman of Yola.
I remember.
It is good to meet you all.
We kept trying to catch
Hello. We have met your friend, Rash King.
Hello. We've heard lots about you. Honestly, we didn't know if you were real. It's great.
What do you mean? I've been telling you all about him. This is my friend Zarij. You see a very large-looking woman.
It's not a woman.
Oh, this is what they see.
No. Wrong.
The war is wrong.
Wrong.
Hello. Trash King, I thought you just when we found you, she was. You made her seem like she was something different.
What do you mean?
You had a pile of trash in the shape of an elephant.
Yeah.
That's a part of the reason why we didn't think that your stories were true. That this clearly isn't what you described.
She kind of looks and just smiles, but doesn't say anything. Yeah, it's exact like this. Know your place, okay?
I do have the tendency to lie.
It's just, it's nice to meet you.
All right. Standing before you, you see Iko-san, Zarij, Norm, Bert.
That was that was me.
Yeah.
No one else would pick that name.
Who could Norbert be?
Pedal, Rufus, Syra, and Penswing.
I thought it was
Penswin. Penswin.
Penswin.
The manservant.
Norbert. He was a cleric.
Oh my god.
He's a very
Lord.
religious
Years
dwarf.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at the very, very beginning of COVID.
I've been
When we-
thinking that
yeah.
his name has been Joshua this entire time.
These are my good friends. So you also see three other people come out with you. One small, one kind of burly and grumpy, and the other one kind of skittish. Whoa, guys, this place is really cool. Some would say amazing. Write that down. Okay, amazing this place is. I'm gonna go over here. And you see Haragrin the Amazing walk to the corner and enjoy the bathhouse.
What toga is he wearing?
Oh, it is very fuchsia/red.
Blurgundy. Or what was it?
Purple and burgundy.
Burgundy.
Oh.
Crap, why didn't I choose burgundy? Burgundy.
Would you like to do anything with this ragtag group of adventurers?
We were told that you were here with the third prophet of Astarius.
So, does anybody wish to play their characters?
Sure. If I'm not here, I'll play my.
Zarij is going to be played by Ali. We have Rufus.
Yep.
Yes?
Hang on, yep.
Okay.
I'll do
Norbert.
Sure.
Syra?
Syra.
All right. We've got, I'll play Pedal. And we have Iko-san.
Yeah.
He is a young Inari tracker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is that character?
I think it was Jake.
Oh.
So, Pedal. We are all that is left. The others have fallen in the sands. We will have memory of them. Scrog, Benatello, Kimball, Trogon Mule, and Lucius.
This was Ethan.
They are dead.
That's been a long
Mourn
time
them!
ago.
The third might not be here, but I am the fourth prophet of Astarius.
Oh my god, yeah.
Is that true? 'Cause that is amazing.
That is
We are-
amazing.
We could definitely use your assistance.
I have been telling you this entire time, you are not the fourth prophet.
Says the paladin of the stars.
Find the aspiring fourth prophet.
I wouldn't even say inspired.
I think everyone here has a lot to do with Astarius. And even though we couldn't decide our fates and get out of this place, we are all together and we're happy, and that's what matters.
It's like a verge of a breakdown.
She said tears streaming down her face.
That's her whole
This-
existence.
It's true. It's true. We can't get out.
I don't mind this place. It's actually very calming.
They have a lot of rocks here. Very smooth.
I knew you guys would get along.
We have been over this. We can't get through the sand.
And I still don't know why. I don't know why.
I'm so glad that you guys are friends with Trash King. He's actually a part of our group because of me. He tried to give me a gift that was cursed, but we became friends after that.
I'm pretty sure you all tried to leave him behind quite a few times.
Huh. I know you guys love your razzes, but I just stuck along. It's kind of like my new group of friends.
You led us to a house that had a cannibal inside.
So now we're learning that they're called Gogliers.
That doesn't help us.
It wasn't really a house. It was inside your mind.
I'm sorry, it was a cabin.
Yes, we all saw the cabin because we wanted to be somewhere safe.
Where does this mind cabin?
It was a whole thing. We threw a necklace into its mouth. It ate it.
The necklace that he tried to curse me with.
Because we became friends, so we fed it our friendship.
I need to sit down.
I understand.
Killian is out of her element completely. It's just hot. It's not. There's no snow. There's no ice. Just lava.
You see one of the other Farrens come up. It is a very, very imposing man. He is a light bronze, and as he approaches, he comes into the center of this group and just and walks through.
I go up to Killian and I look at. Do you have a weapon on you?
No, the weapons would be stowed in our cubby.
Also, visually, just so you're all aware, like this is actually one of the nicest bathhouses you have been in. Like it has very much like Greek decor and has the long arches and marbled pillars, and it moves into different like waterfall chambers with
is it
you can like walk down into actual water and
Is
hot
it
steam
busy?
baths.
Are there lots of other people?
There
a little
are,
bit.
like, yes, but in other areas. You hear the commotion of laughter and passion. There are people that are bringing drinks and things around. It is a very sensuous place, and yet this seems to be like one of their meeting areas. They would have thought this would be the most comfortable for you.
So I'll grab Killian's like your wrap. I'm just gonna kind of like unwrap it for a second and I close my eyes and I look like I'm falling asleep, and I'll just like kind of freeze it with like a chill touch. It is very hot here.
You have the North within you. Thank you. So do these past characters know what the colors mean yet?
You could ask them. They don't seem to care.
Now you have to talk to yourself
I don't want to talk to myself.
and talk to yourself.
Alright, I'll go to Norbert. Alright, you got any idea what these colors mean about toes and stuff like that? Woody?
You're Norbert. Woody?
I want to imagine that he would.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I've learned a little, but I don't masters and cloth is boring to me. But from what I have learned, white is usually the people that are higher up, or so they like to call politicals. I don't get it.
Politicals.
I agree with you for once. Then you have the blues, which are usually the ones that are in the marketplace for like the bathhouses or just marketplace in general. You have the browns, which are usually the ones that are like security, I would say.
Norbert, you are talking nonsense. That's not what any of the colors mean, and you know that.
You don't know any of this either. None of us do.
Thrilling stuff. Thrilling.
We've been
Look,
just
my outfit changes with how I'm feeling for the day. Whether I put on a new outfit or it changes itself, I don't know.
I've only ever
But
seen
it's
it
all
be
about
beige.
your inner feelings and what you see when you close your eyes.
Sorry, that's why I made a statue of you.
This whole place is just about your inner feelings. And that's why I love it.
Mine has always been beige.
Who
Just ignore it. Bravo.
It has nothing to do with class.
who is holding me currently?
David.
We just let him float.
I was gonna say, I would like at some point everybody to just get wrapped up in everything, and I kind of like sink underwater for a second.
bobbing around.
At this, a Farron will enter. It is Elesh. Talk.
Torque is currently clasped onto the back of some rando, just giving a shoulder rub. Just wait until I release some of your ki. This is what I've been trained to do.
It's definitely the ebony woman.
Yeah,
You have been summoned.
but okay. As long as this is quick. And he jumps down off and walks on top of the water towards the thing.
Pouting.
Just kind of like gives himself like a dog shake to dry off.
Follow. She will lead you back to the castle, not giving you time to change.
I wouldn't. I like this.
Remember when we could just
So
dream?
can we get a I dream every day? Can we get
I'm going home, guys. I'm curious to know where this is going. I don't want to sit next to him.
Why not?
Norbert, I dream all the time.
I
So
dream
do I.
every other minute.
I dream that we can get out of this place.
God, that is
But-
a sad dream.
It sounds like you people, Trash King has said you can get us out of this place.
You can get us out.
Please.
I can't. What? I don't have the means. I only have one mask. But
He's lying.
our friends here, new friends, they have masks. And they're so powerful that I don't think they need them.
Give me a mask!
What does the mask have to do with anything?
Do you listen to anything the man says?
What is this mask?
No, he's crazy.
It allows you to travel through the sands?
Horatio provided us with masks in a cavern. There was a hole in the cavern and they had masks, and we put them on to traverse.
Please, please, I start climbing up. Please!
Why do you hate it here so much?
I forgot how amazing your character
We're all friends.
We
You
can
need to
see-
calm down.
We can see our families again.
inspiration. That was really good.
My character tries to cast like a calm. Is there a druid calm emotions spell?
I think calm. I think they can cast calm emotion.
Yeah. I try to cast calm emotions.
I can't imagine.
This
why.
happens every day as well.
Okay.
Penswing comes up to you. It's all right. It's all right. He's just rubbing your hair. It's okay.
Okay.
Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
Just a couple times a day, you just have to knock her out.
What are the
Guys. Whoa. I want to hear all of your stories. Meanwhile.
Such a chaotic cast.
I don't remember those characters all that well though.
Yeah, but that's okay. You guys do great. I don't think anybody does. We played them like twice.
I remember
30
my
years
character,
ago.
but I don't remember everyone else's characters as well as I thought I would.
My character was super religious.
That was good.
Thanks.
I had a bunch of smites.
Yeah, right.
The rest of the day passes pretty morosely. You can't seem to get his face out of your mind. Tom's death seems to be on you. And as he handed you the flute, the flute. It's almost like a piece of him rubbed off on you. You reach your cabin. It sits on a hill. It has glass all on one side, and it seems to have a beautiful view. But there's one nasty part. Kind of down on the bottom of the hill, there's an old shack. Looks like it was once a bakery.
Father,
Yes.
do we own that little shanty down there?
No, unfortunately, it belongs to Keelix, and he won't sell it. Says it's sentimental. Belonged to some old kook.
We should build like a wall, just so we can't.
What's the first smart thing you've said? Here.
Thank
He
you.
hands you his rapier. Go clean it. It smells. He's reading.
I go and start shining his rapier.
The day begins to pass. Your mother does not call for dinner.
I would come out of my room, and I would start looking around the cabin to return the sword.
So you're not in a cabin. You're actually in a very lovely house with a large, like, open vista glass. Players might know that this, in your time, belongs to someone else.
Donja. No.
Um,
Oh, I was thinking of the other
Sander.
thing, Charles Sander.
You begin to look for your father. You see he's in the study. He has fallen asleep with a pipe in his mouth, and it is now burning out, but he is asleep by the fireside. Your mother is nowhere to be seen. It's about 6 o'clock at night.
So, as I walk in, is my father breathing? Like, he's definitely asleep. It's not. You're not playing the old trick on me.
You can go medicine him if you'd like.
No.
You could stab him.
No,
That was the exact
That's
same
what I
thing I
was
was
thinking.
thinking. We are some dark people.
I would.
I wasn't thinking.
Does he have like a desk? Like
It's like a little study.
Desk? Okay, I would set the rapier and make it look presentable, and then I would leave, and I'd start walking around the house looking for my mother.
You walk around the house, and all of a sudden you hear what sounds like a decanter break.
Mom?
As you come into the room, you see one of the maids has a bit of cuts on her face, and she's running out, like hiding her face. As you walk in, you see your mother. She is very pale white. She has very rarely seen the sun, very rarely worked a day in her life. Fragile, flighty, she is more arm candy to your father than anything else. And she is laying in a chaise lounge with a large glass, and you see a small snuff box sitting on the table beside her. Can you believe that little... She swears. She dropped it, so I threw my glass at her.
What? I'm sure it was just an accident.
Doesn't matter, that glass is worth more than she is. Why don't you go out and play, honey? Where's your father?
He's asleep in the study.
She drinks more of her wine.
I'll go out and play. Is the moon out?
It is dusk.
I'm gonna go for a walk around the grounds and then meander to the northwest.
Okay. As you head out, you head down the hill. It's cold. You see a couple spiders. Don't pay them any heed.
Once I get far enough away from the house, I would like to pull the flute out and I'd start messing around with it,
Okay.
trying to figure it out.
Perform.
You blow it in the wrong way.
But that's a good old fight. Shut up!
It's who's the gravedigger?
I've never heard someone play so badly before.
As you are walking through the kind of playing your flute, looking down at the ground, all of a sudden heat lightning strikes across the sky. And as you're just walking under the branches of a large old tree, the shadows underneath the tree, it looks like wind chimes. You don't seem to pay them much heed as you keep walking. And as you look at the tree, they are not there.
Huh. I'm so happy. Just putting all that childhood trauma in the back of my mind. Keep going.
You keep going. A large, slender gentleman on a hill is silhouetted in the moonlight.
Is the moon out yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Keep going.
You just kind of hear shouting coming from the hill, but can't make it out because you're too far away. Do you wish to just ignore it?
What kind? Does it seem like he's like yelling at somebody?
Yeah, in indecipherable yelps.
I guess I'll move close enough to kind of see like if somebody's in danger.
You just hear, "Oh, mademoiselle, you stupid boy! Go back inside! It's left outside!"
Oh yeah, then I would just ignore that.
It's in a very, very offensive.
I'm just gonna
accent.
ignore the peasants. Yeah, I got a hot date, man.
You continue on. As you do, you come to an orchard. Oh, it's a beautiful orchard.
Wonderful.
In the house, you see a mid-20-something and a young woman with blonde hair. They are kissing passionately. They seem to be very in love.
I stare for a little bit longer than I probably should. And then I'm like, don't want to get caught. My father would whoop me for this one.
You can tell that the woman is with child.
I move a little bit quicker then. Head about my way. I got a hot date.
Okay. You come into the forests of Ilden. As you walk through the threshold of the forest, it gets cold and dark. You look around for your lady love, and you don't see her. It is the right time. You are at the right place. What do you do?
Start calling her name.
Hello, hello.
Sally.
Sally, Sally, you yell out. In the distance, you hear what sounds like twigs snapping. Perhaps it's Sally.
I get a little excited. I kind of scurry over there.
As you scurry, you see something move behind one of the trees. It's kind of like a flash. It looks... well, that can't be right. Silvery in the moonlight.
I'll do I'd like to do a perception check. See if I can tell what that was. That's an 18.
You hit the deck, as you suddenly feel a lot of fear. But it's gone. And you don't see anything. And then all of a sudden you feel what feels like something grabbing the back of your leg. And you look, and there's nothing there.
I'm gonna jump to my feet, and I'm gonna kind of start circling the area.
Okay?
Sally?
The wind begins to blow and the leaves pick up underneath your feet. Just...
Sally?
In the distance, you hear the low murmur of someone talking. It's a short ways off.
I'll head that way. I'll stop saying her name, though.
Do you wish to sneak?
Yeah, we'll try that out.
You have no proficiencies in anything.
But I'm a child.
Yeah.
I'm small.
Yeah?
Advantage? Okay. 3.
All right, so you try to run, and all of a sudden you fall face first into the grass. You cut your face on one of the twigs, but you stifle a yelp. You see something move from out of the moonlight. It is an old, decrepit woman. She's carrying something in her arms. It looks like a black cauldron. It is bleeding on the ground.
Red or black?
Blood. She stops. She looks in your direction. Did you bring it?
Am I hidden where I'm at even though I fell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a sound at all.
The woman walks forward and you see a figure that you'd seen earlier in the town. It's a short man with kind of a bushy beard, and he talks in a high-pitched voice. Did you bring it? She drops the cauldron on the ground. You play a dangerous game, Keelix. Listen, you harlot. This is the deal. I don't put you in a wooden box. And you stay the hell away from Clara. The cauldron will be a bond. She pushes it toward Keelix. And what's going to happen if people come looking for this? They're going to think you and I had some type of relationship. Let them think, lest the blood curse take her too. She is mine. I found her in the woods.
Yeah. We have a deal.
She kind of takes a step, as though she's going to attack. I wouldn't do that. And as he turns, you see a very large gentleman. There's two of us, Agatha. Two of the old guard now. Do you really think you have it in you? She fades into the leaves.
Holy God, that was terrible. Get the thing, let's move back to town.
You ever think, Felix, that we could actually stop this thing?
I don't think it's for us to do. At least that's not what Darrell said.
And he picks up the cauldron and begins to walk back to town.
Is that the reason his soups are so amazing?
Is that what he's cooking his stews in?
That's absolutely
He did
it.
make that squirrel soup.
That's
in it.
absolutely what that was. You talked about that. About how you always ate from it. Well then.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna not move an inch until they're well and gone.
They're gone.
Do I think that I'm in the area where I was supposed to meet Sally? Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking for her then.
You hear a scream.
I sprint
Oh, she did.
in that direction. Stop it. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky.
There were a lot of children that were hanging from trees back in this time period.
Oh, I know. I know.
Putting that out there.
Okay.
You run through the woods. Sally! At this point, do you yell her
Oh,
name?
yeah, absolutely.
Sally! You hear another scream. Hello, little girl. Hello. As you run forward, you see the old hag, and she kind of leans down, and as she steps back up, she looks young and beautiful. You see Sally back against a tree, and it looks as though the vines are grabbing at her. Fear not, child. It'll only hurt for a moment. She's running toward her. She's walking toward her.
Am I behind her? Okay. I would like to run up as quickly as possible. Huh?
Rage.
Rage! Change my character
I know.
completely.
Where's your boiling soup?
And I would like to take out
barbarian.
a dagger, and attempt to basically get her in like the kidney from behind.
Jesus. Attack.
Come on, Trevor.
Historia's
Hang on. D10 first. 10, you have practiced. 0, you've never even tried.
Like one.
10!
Oh,
Swing.
Your damage.
No, but you can add +4 to it.
Ooh.
9.
9.
So, you go to swing, and as you do, she turns and grabs your little hand. What's this?
I just scream, "Get away from her!"
The dagger just falls right out of your hand. Oh, but she's going to be something so much more important.
You can't have her. I'm fighting, I'm like kicking, trying to scratch her.
What are you willing to give? You see some type of vein. It doesn't look like it's pulsing, it moves.
I won't give you anything. You'll have to take it. I want to kick her in the stomach. 10.
Okay, so you barely kick her.
Yeah.
She just kind of feels it and she lifts you up, kind of stretches your arms out. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll spit in her face. 100%.
She little Nicky's there.
Jesus.
When her tongue looks kind of longer, she licks her lips. She throws you to the ground, and branches lift out of the ground and begin to pin you.
Sing, Trevor. Sing to Astarius up top middle toes.
Was Fiddletoes singing as he played music?
A little.
Little bit. I would like to try to recite what he was singing, even if I don't have an instrument. For like performance.
All right, do it.
3.
You hit one note. She just looks back like that. Like basically, what the hell? She turns back, and as she does, she goes like this to Sally, and you see blood begin to just kind of pool up around her eyes and like down her ears. And as she goes like this, you see a small stream begin to pool out of her as she's just. It's literally like pulling itself through the air. She's just drinking her blood out of her. Sally has stopped screaming. She's just shaking.
I'm just at this point screaming like, "Leave her alone!" Calling her a demon, like just cursing her every
Anything
way I
else?
can.
The branches pull tight.
I'm gonna yell at her to stop.
She will ignore you.
You have an epic. Does Dream Trevor get epic feat? No.
Dream Trevor.
I don't.
Don't pull a. I do nothing.
I let it happen.
I let it happen.
The croc.
I want to. This is so weird. I want to try to pull my arms free of the vines.
All right.
17.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
17.
All right.
Trevor's heating up.
I'll roll the evil dice.
18.
You pull yourself free.
What is this music?
That's awesome. I found it today. I love it. Right? God. Sounstripe.
It's not Nisa. Though.
I'm gonna take out.
It's a good alternative. It's a good alternative.
Nisa's scary. This one's unsettling.
I have a feeling, and I'm gonna take out the flute. There you go. I'm gonna take out the flute, and this time I'm gonna try really hard to play what good old Fiddletoes was playing. Somebody give me a different dice.
You want my blue one?
Give me a different die.
What do you roll?
That one.
No, use
Trevor,
the good
Trevor,
version of it. Use the
this
blue
looks
sparkle.
more like Elric die.
Thank you.
What about this one?
Just roll it.
You like get your dice out of here.
Get. Oh my lord.
Oh yes.
The inspiration.
There we go.
Okay.
You got it. You got
I
it.
think mine did
He's
good.
playing good.
For
Deserves
the
it.
love of God.
Please don't.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than that one.
No,
So you
better
just
than that one.
Sorry.
you can't seem to play it. You're scared. Like this is horrifying. You see your Sally's becoming paler, and the witch is just almost laughing through the drinking. Your turn.
I'm gonna try.
She doesn't even look at you.
I'm gonna actually call out Sally's name and tell her to hold on, and I'm gonna try one more time.
Nothing can stop me from performing.
Nothing can stop me from blowing this
Nothing.
flute. The dagger sits idly on the ground in front of you.
And you hold on to the book of Astarius.
He gave me a flute. What?
And you have the book of Astarius in your hand.
18.
Yeah, that's numbers.
You see you play with all your heart to save her, and as the music hits, she stops, and she kind of falls to the ground, and it looks through the back of her cloak like something's writhing. She begins to gag as though she's vomiting. Sally is unconscious.
I am going to. I'm gonna run to pick up that dagger, and I want to slit her throat.
Okay, you grab the dagger, you go to run toward her, and as she turns to you, just see her silver pools out in front of you. And all of a sudden a hand comes out of the silver. It looks at you. It has no facial features.
Does the witch fall unconscious or anything?
She looks like a sack of flesh.
I'm gonna go ahead and jam the dagger into the head, into whatever sack. Like, is it like just melted flesh, or is it like the shape of?
It is an echo.
So
You've
the
seen these
silver
things
figure
many
is in
times.
between you and the.
I'm
sack.
sorry.
Right, the silver figure is in between him and the witch's sacky body.
Okay.
It is like Mercury,
Oh,
humanoid form.
The dagger's
That's
not gonna
not
do
gonna make
anything
you
against
feel
that.
You got the spark of light in you, boy.
Do I have the book on me? That book?
Do you want it? Would you have taken it?
I think that I would have, because I wanted to explore the flute. So the book I probably would have taken.
You have a book of Astarias.
Okay. I would like. Do I have any sort of like? I'm gonna take it out. Any feeling? Anything? I'm trying to draw the inspiration from what Fiddletoes told me. Like, it's gonna be playing in my head over and over again.
I think some things are just coincidences, right? Like you have a book. You don't know necessarily that the book is powerful or giving you magic or anything.
I agree.
It's giving you hope.
It's giving me hope. Okay. So I put my hand on the book, maybe for some sort of inspiration. I'm not feeling it. Dagger isn't gonna really do anything against the mercury, but for some reason the flute helped. So I'm gonna try to hit a note again.
Okay.
Come on, Trevor, you can do it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Behind the thing.
Oh yeah, there we go. 17.
Okay. It winces back. And all of a sudden, you see it like lift its arms, and it looks as like little tiny pinions of silver erupt from it onto you. As the face, it kind of is latching, almost like goo, like going over you. You see the face begin to meld, like it starts to look like your face.
Yeah, at that point, dagger, like
Okay.
to the face.
As you scream out and the dagger hits, you see all of the ichor just pour into your, like, all over your body. Okay, hang on.
Onto the Echo's body or onto his actual?
From the echo
Onto you.
onto me.
Remember how we
How are you gonna explain that to Dad?
Yeah, nothing like some good old-fashioned childhood trauma.
When we dealt with them, we weren't level 0.
Good call, Ellie.
You were like level 7.
Yeah.
You got this, Trevor.
Yeah. I believe it, you.
Just roll my dice some more.
No, thank you.
Never take anybody's dice.
I don't know whose these are.
That's a,
Sir Calvin's pretty
There
dice.
it is.
so somebody has a D4 of these dice.
I handed him the D20. Oh, that's my D6.
It pours in to Elric. You're just screaming, the child behind you, Sally, unconscious, and we zoom out. A little girl in a white dress covered in blood comes walking up. You should be dead. Everything is frozen. This is where you die. She's all of a sudden she's right next to you. The scene is frozen with it pouring all over your face. You just see your eye, like, and all the rest of it is silver. And you do die here. But you'll free it. Detached, sickness, plague, small moment. She looks up to the sky and comes back. I sense your weakness. You are afraid. You are starving. I will let you feel me. Feel what I will take from you. The girl, soaked in blood, disappears. The scene kind of shifts. All of a sudden, the creature completely covers you. It rinses out, and mitosis turns into two. One slithers back down into the corpse of Agatha. The other walks kind of haggardly away. The silver moves away, and you see your face kind of, and then it opens up again, and you see Tom Fiddletoes. It pulls back in, opens, you see Sally's. You see your father's. The creature winces and falls down smaller. It solidifies back into form, but it's about 4 feet shorter, hunched into itself and shaking. You fall unconscious, and when you come to, Sally and Agatha are gone. But Elric, you're there. Intermission.
How do you fight something like that?
You don't.
You know. You know.
You become it.
And then White Blood Princess comes to save me. Oh.
Welcome back. We're going to stay in the moment with Elric.
Mr. Tips.
Yeah, let's just keep it going. Let's just keep the misery going.
Because you love it so much.
In the dead of night, Elric's eyes open. You lift yourself off the ground and kind of... You move back. Whatever this thing is, an echo of you. It moves, but it's different. It tries to shift back to its silver form, but it can't seem to do it. It scrounges at the shadows of the trees as though it's trying to drink them, become them, but it can't. It holds on to the bark, trying to merge back into the ethereal, but it can't, as though it is now physically bound to the world. Things inside your mind scream out. Something older than time, is yelling, screaming, trying to rip itself from you, but it can't. You are it. It is you. You are now its sickness. As you walk back toward your house, you come in out of your own body, out of your own control. Your brother approaches. He's taller than you now. What's the matter with you? In a moment, you stand up tall, and the shadow behind you, you see your fingers grow into knives, and only in the silhouette do they pierce through your brother, who falls unconscious to the ground.
You're an ass.
You walk in, and your father is sitting on the chair. Is that you? A rapier goes through his chest. You march toward your mother's room. She is unconscious. Spittle pulling at her mouth. She looks to you. And you turn around and walk away. As you find yourself out in the middle of the hill, you scream out, this creature looking as though it's trying to turn into silver again. And then it simply buries itself. You fall back into the grass, and a woman comes out of the woods. Is it okay? You look like you're pretty upset here. It's a Lisped Inari. You need help? You look up at her, not knowing anything about what just happened, who you are, or what you've become. But you have a flute in your hand. It says fiddle, and the rest is scratched out. Meanwhile,
Hey Trevor, why do you always kill your family?
Yeah. What the hell, dude?
I try to give you intrigue.
Well, to be fair,
That's 2 characters in a row that's killed your own family.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't. We don't know your mother died, and you didn't.
you didn't kill her, clearly.
I didn't know. I didn't just like in the first campaign. I straight up killed my wife.
Right.
The second campaign, I'm so spiteful. I let my mom like OD and die. You know, on her little lounge.
didn't Brian
Why are you doing all that stuff?
Brian
I
killed
play
his whole
happy
family.
God,
characters.
dude, you're a trash son. I thought your parents were bad. You're worse.
Happiest character I could have imagined.
And he turns it.
Whatever.
That's-
I'm Elric Fiddlefingers. I steal people's shadows when I kill them. Yeah, super happy.
Well, the happiest he's made. Fair.
What was your other character's
My
name?
note says Trevor always kills his
Chief-Fay was
family.
fun.
Chief-Fay was great. He was
I
a
want
samurai.
Chief-Fay back.
Actually, I was telling Dustin that this reminds me of like Chief-Fay, like the set of like his people.
I get it. My people that we never met because he got eaten
By the void.
by the void.
No, it reminds me of Malduck. I'm sorry,
Torque is led down some stairs.
Madoc.
Your black, beautiful toga, wispy. You see the same portraits that Lyra saw. And as you enter into the room, you see Zara is standing, pointing at a black flame encapsulating red fire. Lyra is staring at it, looking, and as you walk down the stairs with Zarish kind of at the top, the scene is you walk down into the room and everyone just kind of turns to look at you.
What's that?
Torque.
There's a big cave.
I just point to the flame.
That's pretty wicked. What's the deal?
This is the most sacred place of the Farron. And they want proof that Ozeron speaks to me or to us. But I don't think I can't do it alone. They want us. She said don't touch the flame. But then she told me to touch it when I said I was willing to die for my beliefs. But I don't think me touching this flame alone will help. I think it's encompassing Ozeron and Sephirodrax.
So when she says if we're ready to die, does that mean like she'll try to kill us or the flame will try to, or both?
I don't think she'll.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But Ozeron has said that we need to work together. It's obvious that I am representing his light and you're representing the shadow of Sephirodrax. And I don't think that I can do whatever we need to do here by myself.
Okay. I get close to the flame. Does it feel hot?
So the way that it was, so it's in the middle of that pool. So as you get close, you're still about 20 feet away on all sides. From where you're at, no, but you'd have to walk on the water or through the water.
How
to
deep?
reach it.
So the water's not deep.
Seems like it's about ankle deep.
Is this water holy?
Yes.
I don't want to touch the flame. I don't want to taint it.
desecrate this place with your presence.
You brought us
Oh, so
here.
it just doesn't matter anymore then. I go ahead and step on top of the water and walk towards the flame.
I would
Then
walk.
get
I
close.
obviously can't walk on water.
I'm doing it just to be dramatic.
Are you holding hands too? Not the woman
I'll
who's
walk up
on the
there
water.
with
Like swimming.
Do you have to run on the water, or do you have, or
No, let's
It's water
see.
walk, isn't it?
No, it's not. It is further down here. It's part of my unarmored movement. I can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids without falling.
I think in 3.5 you had to maintain continuous movement, but I
Yeah.
don't think that that's.
How high up is the the flame?
I would say 8 feet.
Okay. Can you reach it?
No. I mean, if I
Do you
jump,
approach it?
I'm walking with him.
Okay.
That'd be great if, like, when you.
I mean, I could like jump. That's
You need
not
to be
an
on my
issue.
shoulders?
Yeah, but I'm not just gonna be like
Chicken fight the flame.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and like just kind of hop up on top of one of her shoulders and just
So
kinda-
just as you get into the water is ice cold, and as you walk toward the flame, it all of a sudden like so you take a step and it's almost like all the color in the room just and it feels like you're being hit with the sun flares of fire. Just like all of a sudden you look around and you see that kind of like when fire is burning everything, it almost takes like fire itself becomes like a manifestation. It's very much like a solar flare. So like that's what you are feeling all over you. Just step back and it wasn't there. Now it's like fire is everywhere and you're feeling the heat of this flame. At the same time, it's cold.
Okay. As we step up to it, I'll go ahead and take my half dragon mask from one of my pouches and I'll put it on, that shadow kind of rolling across my body, and I will channel it into my right arm, and I will invoke my Hand of Harm. So my entire right arm just kind of goes dark black, it suffuses into my skin. You start to see my skin like slough off. You see my bones become so black, it's almost like that iridescent green color. Yeah. Want to try something?
Yeah, I'm assuming that you're like on my shoulders.
Yeah, I hopped up on your right shoulder and I'm just kind of like balancing there.
He's like, hey, look at my arm.
Right? Yeah.
Just like,
Torque, I'm
Anything I
hoping
touch
this
will
won't
die.
hurt you, but if you touch the shadow and we both pray to Azeron and I'll reach and touch the actual flame, but I'm gonna channel this energy and it might hit both of us. I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, we can give it a go. Don't worry about me.
That's what Elric said.
And without any more hesitation, I go ahead and I just grab into the flame and I try to tear the blackness away from the red fire underneath.
And Azeron, please let this work. We're here to help you together, and I'll put my hands directly into the flame and cast Dawn.
What is dawn?
It's a 30-foot like radius of pure like light
Nice.
that'll come down. It'll hit both of us, obviously.
I will look up if there's any special wording in that. Unless you have the spell.
I have it right here.
Okay, great.
Yeah, 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder filled with like sunlight all around this thing.
Nice.
I like it. I like all of it.
I like it.
Coolio.
You broke the game. Needs to think. I like it too.
Okay. D4. Would one of you like to roll a D4?
I can roll a d4.
The higher, the better.
Four.
Hey. Okay. You have to roll a D100. You can roll a D100 5 times, split between the two of you. Your total score must equal 100 or higher. Seems like it wouldn't be that hard, but you could roll really bad.
All right.
Wait, like 5 and 5 or like
They
3
have to
and
choose.
2?
Well, let's just do
We'll do
two together, and then
we'll see who's
Oh,
doing
and the one
better.
rolls.
Yeah.
The one.
Oh no.
All right. Oh, 27.
43.
So you got
Okay,
add
so
it
far
up?
so good.
What are we at?
You have, that's
27
43
and
plus
40.
27 is 60. No, 70.
70.
70.
It's
right.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotta be in. Gotta be in.
64.
Oh, yeah.
46.
Yeah.
So where are we at?
So we're over
180.
200
They're over
now.
two. Yeah.
Well, what are they at?
180.
Okay, let's go for
again.
200.
Do it.
All
Use
right.
what?
Beat it by double.
You roll the 100. I'll roll this one.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're
Teamwork.
saying.
Yeah.
0, 0, 0, 0.
You need 20.
Yeah. Zeros.
9.
Oh, 189.
189.
Still got 100.
You said we only needed 100.
Yeah.
That would've been cool.
We're trying to be
It would've been
dramatic
cool
though.
if it-
Yeah.
Multiplied
over
by
200.
2. Oh, I'm sorry, Calvin.
Yeah, that was gross.
Forgive me.
Nope.
Okay. We did it.
Thanks, Eli.
You're welcome.
Eli's advice.
I'm just trying to keep us talking.
Trying
That
to
way
get
there's
us
not
in
a
here,
moment
trying to
of
get us
just
playing the
silence.
game. You know what I mean?
You see, I'm getting us speaking. That way there's not
Dead
just...
air is not great because it loses interest.
You see,
And if
Kevin
we
gets
keep
me.
the interest going,
Should we
then
just
people
scream?
won't run away from me again.
Please
You
Remember
remember
that
that screen
Andre the
therapy
Giant
is a
drinking
is
a
an
can
effective.
Yes, I'm keeping all of the labels covered because my koozie is gone
Be silent.
for my brother's 50th birthday.
Damn.
Can you turn it up, please?
Just let me feel it.
All of a sudden, Torque's mom is there for sacrifice.
Torque hits the black flame and begins to rip it apart. From the distance, you see the dragons, the Farons, kind of taking a step back as you see Torque. Everything on him is just lit in black fire as it pulls down around him. Just, and then you see Lyra lift into the center, and light erupts. The red flame inside crystallizes and falls to your hand. The scene goes dark, and the water beneath you is gone, evaporated, steaming underneath you. Zara falls to her knees.
I look up at Torque and just make sure he's okay.
God, that feels weird. Does that work? Did we do the thing?
They do not lift their heads.
Oh. Oh. Are we supposed to like powers?
I'm guessing this wasn't what you expected, so
Is that the
what does
tear?
this mean?
Is that the thing that was lost in the desert that we needed to find to open the door?
That was a flower,
Oh.
I thought. I look at it.
Is it a flower?
It looks like one crystal petal.
Oh, it's a part of the thing.
Actually, Torque, it looks like one crystal petal.
Oh.
At the exact same time, meanwhile, a short distance off, inside the bathhouses, Elric stands on his own.
Oh. He's still hanging off of the hook, so he doesn't actually.
It's a lot.
So the group that is there will see Elric is standing. He has no eyes.
Like, grab him.
Okay?
Elric, I run up straight over to him.
Supposed to be happening.
Is he supposed to be doing that?
No. Yes. No. No.
You don't
I
need
run over
eyes.
to Elric and immediately cast. Sorry, I was not prepared for him to wake up.
You don't need eyes to dream.
Holy fuck!
I don't dream anymore.
That's the scariest thing ever.
What?
My
level
character's
am I?
eyes
Am I
are
still at
closed
level
almost
4?
half of
Okay.
it.
All right. I'd like to go up to him and just kind of like place my hand on his forehead and medicine him,
Okay.
just to see what's going on because I have no idea.
This is Rufus.
Yeah, Rufus the cleric.
I'm waiting for JV. She's got
Yeah, go ahead.
Claire
yeah,
is doing
I'm
her.
gonna find my thing.
Yeah. The other party was in the bathhouse for the whole 3 years.
I don't have.
Oh, what I've learned.
Oh, got it. Give me a second.
So I don't have my greater restoration because I ain't using it. I
feel like I need to sleep for 4.
He doesn't have eyes.
He's blind.
I don't think he can see, but he can dream.
He can dream, and dreaming's
Half
Like,
the bad.
right.
God, I hated those
Norbert's gonna go up to him like.
The best on their back now.
But I want to run up to him, and as I run, I'm gonna grab some water from the bath.
Pour it into his eye socket.
Yes. No. I'm gonna grab water from the bath, and I am going to put one hand on his forehead and the other hand behind him, like so, covering his eyes like this. And I want to cast Lesser Restoration and Heal.
Mr. Elric, you are standing and you can't see. You feel very strange. You know what you are. You know what happened to you. And yet, you are still Elric. As you look and she comes to heal you, you see what looks like, it looks like the tentacles kind of are moving and they recede. You see his skin kind of look as though it becomes silvery and then it tightens. Without your sight, it is as though you can see for the first time. You have Elgarian sight. Yes, please, sigh louder.
I'm just scared.
You have the blind condition. This cannot be cured except for by wish or by miracle, which in this game is divine intervention. As long as you maintain this Elgarian sight, you can see illusions and invisible things. They shimmer as though they are ignited in fey fire. True sight no longer works for you. It shows you only what could be. You also, and I haven't figured this one 100% out, we can talk about it, but you know how you can cast some spells with your bardic
Bardic
points?
inspiration, yeah.
We're going to figure out how you can, it's going to cost you bardic points to do this. You are going to gain access to 4 divination spells.
Oh.
These divination spells will be like level 3 or lower, but they'll be things like augury, find traps, and abilities to like see the unseen world. If you cure your blindness by some means in our game, you lose all of that.
Don't you dare. We have enough people who can see.
Just put me on a leash.
Yeah, I need anyone who can't see.
Oh, you are now, having learned this, you recognize that you are both the Echo and Elric. You are perhaps cursed by Cecil, but your mere existence is affecting the creature because it can't seem to separate itself from you.
You are Elrico.
The Shadow Skipper.
Here's what we do.
You are Elrico Fidalgo.
At this point, if you would like, and so you gotta make the choice, you may give up your halfling abilities and take the race Shapeshifter.
Oh, come on!
Decide it right now.
Come on, you know the answer is yes. Elric doesn't have a choice. The answer is always yes.
Except in here, if you go back in your notes. Oh, it is yes.
The answer is yes. I have it in my
The
notes.
answer is yes.
I thought it was no. For some reason, I remember it being no.
That's so cool. I don't mean to take away from Elric's thing, but I rolled a nat 1 on my.
Okay, wild magic table, right?
Trevor,
Yes.
stay as constantly small things. That way we can put you in like a backpack that I
I think it's a D100.
and like run you around like
God.
Yoda.
Hopefully it's nothing crazy, but
Oh, I
hopefully
hope
it is
it's
something
crazy.
crazy.
Oh my god.
Power word kill.
It's the fireball.
Meteor
just
right
me-
on top of the bathhouse.
You summon a
entire
unicorn.
city's just right on my head.
decimated.
All right, go ahead.
87.
You cast wish and
Wait, I'm sorry, 87?
87.
Roll me a D10. So wait, D12. D12.
I don't like this.
Yes, that one. No one rolls d12s but barbarians.
And I didn't even roll the d12.
6.
1, 2, 3,
Oh no.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
The entire old party is gone.
So,
Just dead.
so you cast this heal and you're like, and all of a sudden, like, the Fey magic just kind of erupts from you for the first time. Perhaps it's seeing Elric, perhaps it's the trauma of it all. But all of a sudden, the water beneath you starts to bubble and the wind in this place picks up, and all of a sudden, Zardes begins to fly. Everyone back away, she's dreaming!
I didn't know dreams could come true.
Dreaming does give me power.
I want to wake up!
I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab your leg and like kind of just. pull
It's
you.
okay. I see in my dreams the power of Yevros in you.
I accept this. Just float up to the ceiling and bounce like a lost balloon.
I just know she's a druid.
Oh, I was like,
Because Sari's just a druid. So she's just talking.
I am
nonsense
very
too.
taken aback by this.
She just knows what to say.
You're healed.
Great. I'm now at 4 hit points.
No, heal gives you
Phil
7.
gives you 70.
No, I'm feeling.
What did you think she cast?
Healing word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm feeling good.
Good berry.
I shoved good berries in his
And
eye
you can
sockets.
fly.
I'd like to kind of hold out my hands to whoever was just touching me.
Me.
Oh no, I had my hand
Well,
on his head
I was
too.
the one that
Three
did
of us
this.
are holding
He
you.
just like baptized you in
And
magic.
so then she turned and. Okay.
Three of us
so
are
I'm
holding
gonna.
you.
Elric?
Clara?
Elric?
Clara!
Marco.
Do you grab like my hands?
Yes.
These are the
Okay.
ones.
Elric.
I'm gonna kind of pull you in and start. Sorry, I have to demonstrate on you. So I kind of like. And
not making
I
the
like
face.
go down to your hips and like grab your. Clara!
You know from my hips.
I know your figure! I've studied it well! Pretty much.
I am. I believe
It's good to feel you!
That's weird. And I just hug you. What happened? Are you okay?
I can't see.
You have
And I
no,
really don't want to open my eyes.
You have no eyes.
I open them. Really? Just, do you see tentacles
just
or is it
gaping
black?
like shadow
Like
pooling
shadow
out.
black or like I just don't have eyes?
You don't have eyes.
I don't know how.
Okay.
That works.
Ugh,
Yep,
keep
we're
your
gonna keep
clothes.
those closed.
Well, now you can be a real pirate. 2 eye
Two
patches.
pie.
Oh my god. That might be the only. That might be the only good thing you've ever said.
It is.
This is genius.
I'll take a couple rocks, paint some eyeballs on them.
I'll be a super pirate.
Elric, we told you not to do
Bandana would be
that.
so much cooler. Like just like just putting a bandana would be like cool. But instead we're gonna put 2 eye patches.
Hell yeah.
Crisscross
Oh, that's what I'll.
with painted rocks.
Killian will
Yeah.
rip part like the tied off part of her back, like the strap she was using, and wrap it around his eyes.
Whoa, you are dead. Write that down.
The paper's all like soggy.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't.
The book is just like, I need to leave this place.
It's too humid.
He's like, it's my stories.
So, what did we learn?
Don't
Because I'm not remembering everything. I know it hurt.
listen
One of the
to
dragons
us.
comes up. Fun.
There's everyone.
Wait, I start like I want to like feel. I feel that.
I'm gonna not do that.
Are we in a bathhouse?
You just know this.
Just wait, Torque.
He ain't here.
Torque is not here.
What?
How is he not in a
Would you like
Oh,
us?
okay, don't do that.
Somebody needs to take me around this place. Everything else can wait.
Alright, I'm gonna like pick him up. Like, alrighty. Anybody got like a backpack?
That's what happens when we leave you to your own devices.
Nobody's stopping him.
I'm gonna take off like
But
my
can't
head
you
towel and like wrap him around me.
Oh,
I
you
can only
don't-
see invisible.
Yeah, he can only see like
illusions.
supernatural or like
Got
preternatural.
it.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
off my head towel and like try to like, you know, like how like you do with babies, like you like wrap them around you.
I'm
gonna do like that.
Who is this? David?
Hey, this is me, mate.
David?
Yep, that's my face. Don't touch my beard.
I need you to take me around this place and describe what you see.
Oh,
Everybody, I'll be right back.
People are going to be
Oh my
very
God.
afraid of.
All right, D10.
Hold on. Hold.
You don't want a 10.
Hold on. Are you making him roll for how
4.
like how well he describes it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was
make sure I
gonna
don't
say
fall
like
out.
because like David is so modest that he can't give Elric an accurate description that he wants.
Over
No,
there.
he's just going up like with his own eyes closed.
That's a
just like-
lady dragon. That's a man
Those people there are wrestling.
That's great.
wrestling.
Do you see any? Does he see any invisible people snooping around the bathhouse? Is there any invisible people snooping around the bathroom?
Oh my god. I mean, I would if I would
He would
notice
know.
anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'd say after about 10 minutes, I come back to the group. I think that's
Yeah, we
That's
don't need
fair.
the rule is null.
Yeah.
You definitely say people are wrestling. That's good.
Excellent.
That's exactly.
That's wonderful.
There's no other way.
Okay, so
That lady put up something
else
up her
here?
nose.
Everyone but Torque and Lyra.
okay, and where are we?
Bathhouse.
We are in a
bathhouse.
dragon city. We walked through the obsidian sands. Using... Oh, the Wind Whistler gave you back your ability to use wind instruments.
Oh, thank God.
And we all have these magical masks.
Okay.
You had one. I think that's what you grabbed when we were all dying.
Yeah.
And that's what let us go through the obsidian glass. Or the obsidian sand.
Oh, that would have been handy before.
Yes.
Okay.
And now we are with,
I would
we
just
got
like
the trash
to point
thing.
that your other
Oh.
character is like
Tra-
snooping in your bag for
Yes.
this mask.
Yeah,
Gish?
that's fair.
Gish?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Elric.
Okay, so I have some news. I'm an echo.
What?
What?
Of your former self?
You could say that.
There are no canyons here.
I remember some things. Like, I went to Illidan.
Yes,
I love that
no.
place.
No, before.
I did too.
As a kid. And I used to be a human. And,
Wait,
killed my family. And I saw Agatha when I was a kid. And I'll, at this point now, I'll go into more detail of what I saw. And I'll just fill all of you in of what I saw while I was unconscious.
Can you tell her about the blood curse made for her?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna share all of that. And all the details that I can remember. So, that kind of explains the shadow thing.
20 minutes later.
And I'm assuming you tell us all about the morgue stuff too.
The what?
Morgue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm gonna tell you guys the whole story.
I thought during that sequence he was like yelling.
Yeah,
out,
he was
right?
yelling.
Oh, you were yelling out everything that was happening?
I was like
Okay.
this. Like,
Yeah, I was
saying it as
narrating
more-
it to everybody
Correct.
as I
Okay.
was.
Sure.
So, yeah. So apparently I have been an echo this whole time and repressing everything. And now this basically was touched by this monster thing in the universe. And it kind of brought it back out in me. So, kind of a bummer.
I don't feel safe with you around me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alrighty.
I mean, I'm not going to do anything to you as long as I can help it.
I'll keep you right here. I'm gonna like pat your head.
David, we know that we should all be dead. What if we're all echoes then?
Oh crap! Never thought of that before.
Kills himself.
Pulls out his sword. Just
he stabs it. He stabs
Now I
it
know the
through-
truth! Through an Elric into himself.
Couple dragons in the corner. Can you relieve your childhood trauma somewhere else?
Oh, wait.
Kind of harsh in the
Elric.
vibe. You're harsh in my
Elric.
vibe.
Yeah.
The most important thing that I got from this story was that your voice never used to be like this.
Yeah.
mine was that women were attracted to you.
I'll give him his reason for that.
How are you a group
You know
of
what?
women? You guys
Every
are
time we go
very
to
mean.
Holy shit, that was funny.
Every time we go to a new city, I'm gonna just narrate all the times that like I leave wherever we're hanging out to go visit, the fun spots for Elric. The ladies like me, okay?
Methinks thou doth protest too much.
So I used to be a human. Am I still a halfling?
Or was he never a halfling? He just went straight to being a shape changer, and he just happened to be a halfling.
You're taking the form of a halfling.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
So
of the trauma you experienced in your last thinking was of Tom, so it like made
It
itself.
morphed you.
Okay. I'm cool with that. Absolutely.
So you do not need new artwork for your character.
He can have as
We'll
many
just-
different
we'll just-
artworks as possible.
We'll just take like a silver Sharpie and like give me some like highlights.
Like googly eyes.
So, Yeah, so that's what's going on, and as far as I can tell, I feel just like before. Except I can't see.
Like rub my fingers around his like eyelids. Can you feel this?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thank you, David.
That's disrespectful.
Do I
Just like poke his eye.
do I know about these abilities?
No.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you don't have to like hold it in. Like, you can use the spells and stuff as they pop up.
Okay.
I'm druid crafting.
Just remember
and
to
tying
ask him
flowers
if
together
if you see anything invisible.
to make a wrap for his eyes. This is off-putting to people. Like put this
Some
like
people seem to like it.
flower vine wrap around your face.
Who is that?
That is Jari. Yeah.
Yes.
That's Arish.
She's a giant. Wait,
She's so pretty.
does she still just look like a normal human, or is she now?
The 7
I can-
travelers that
but I
Travis
know
told
what
us
I am,
about
right?
are real, and they're here.
Oh, about the third prophet.
Yep.
Well, the 4th prophet's here.
There's a fourth.
He is not the 4th prophet.
I like these people.
I'm as close as there is.
Well, that's
just
fantastic.
blatant
What have you
He's
guys?
whatever he wants to be to them, and they're gonna give us their mask!
Good point. I do want to see your family again.
Somebody get that girl a mask. So, what did we figure out? What have you guys talked about? What important things have you discovered?
Lyra and Torx are
Absolutely
dealing
nothing.
with it. They are talking with
So you guys haven't talked
Sorry.
about anything important.
Not really.
we have been bathing.
That is so.
Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the moment, Elric. We thought you were dead, kinda. Not really, but sorta.
We
You're
are
still
on an
covered in
impossible
Hordes.
task to find a flower in the
Hordes.
sands where those creatures that try and take your will that we've come across will try and fight us. But we have the mask so we can go through the sands, but we don't know that if the flower is going to appear as the flower or what we most want, which would be one of those creatures, and then we're going to die. But we have 4 days to do it.
We ain't gonna die yet.
If you find us
We don't have
masks,
time
we'll
to
go
go.
with you
Okay.
and help.
Yes,
So
I'm sure we can make that.
So Lyra and Torque are dealing with some dragon queen offspring.
The matriarch.
Matriarch.
I think both
Oh.
Ozeron and Sephirodrax.
Oh.
Well, of Sephirodrax. This whole town is really of the offspring of Sephirodrax.
Okay.
I don't know. It was a lot to take in.
Well then.
Elric, I'm glad that you're okay. And thank you for doing what you did, but please don't ever do that again.
I'd want to reach my hand out wherever I think her voice is and just kind of like, even though I'm not going to touch my. Shh.
Like you
Just please don't
grab
ever-
up in my face.
I'm over here.
You like put your hand in my mouth.
It was the right thing to do. Didn't think it was going to go that poorly, but we learned some stuff.
Everybody did, except for you.
And you died. And then you
And I
died.
died, but I didn't.
But you didn't.
Kill him?
I think maybe we should
For the north.
go try and find Lyra and Torque and see about getting the rest of these travelers' masks. Please!
Are we allowed to come back here?
Maybe.
We have leave of the city.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
Now working his papoose.
David and his child, Elric.
Hargwin, are you going to stay here?
Who?
Hargwin?
Hargren.
Hargren.
Hargren?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go check out the library and learn as much as I can.
We'll meet up with you later.
They don't have a library. They were an oral speaking.
Oh,
place.
yeah.
He's caught up in the moment. He'll remember. Slip knows.
It's written down.
Oh, I don't think Dustin remembered that.
The crumbling book.
So, we want to go try to find him?
Yes.
As you will. As you come out of the water, the flame doused, the pedal in your hand, Zara stands. I am sorry.
You are. Why you?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't know either. I know we don't look like much.
We really don't know.
She just nods. And now the Farrens begin to beat the drums again.
There we go.
So in 4 days we take this to open the door?
Is there more than just this?
I do not know. I did not know that was there.
Can I ask what you thought would happen when we touched the flame?
You would burn.
I mean, it's logical.
You are not us. You are not worthy of the fire of the earth. And yet, you are chosen.
Is there anything else we can do to help your people?
Protect us.
I promise.
You do not understand. Without the flame, they will come.
Who will come?
In the distance, even though you're down below the earth, you hear these horrible echoes through the whole city. You in the bathhouses would hear it too.
We will find Azeron and awaken him, and he will burn those beasts.
But it is 4 days until the tear of God. What was you? The door will not open.
How
Not
do we
for
know?
anyone.
Yeah. Are you totally sure about that? I mean, it couldn't hurt to try anyway.
Why can you not fight these?
They show us things we cannot fight. You will be hard-pressed to fight it as well.
But the things they show you are not real, correct?
You will believe them to be.
You've never been able to beat one. Do you know anything more about them, what their weaknesses are?
They are called the pain of the shadows. We believe they were made when Azeron spurned Sephirothrax's love.
Has anyone ever defeated them?
I have said no.
No, you said you have not. Torque will have to do our best.
Yeah. Well, I guess we always figure something out. I've just got nothing right now. Well, how about for the moment we see about that door?
We
At the very
could.
least.
How far is it?
We can take you.
Why does it have to open on only the one day?
That is when it's shut.
Well, maybe it'll open because Azeron won't want his offspring to die.
Back in the bazaar and the bathhouses, a general panic has begun. You see Farrens dressing and leaving the waters. Bells begin to ring outside. There seems to be a general fear.
Does the cry sound familiar?
To you, to the old group, yes.
We saw one of them in the.
You didn't hear him scream, but yeah,
But we know.
I think you would assume.
Does it sound kind of familiar to David back in the Chain City? Those things?
Yes.
Perfect. Yay.
I got
Oh,
PTSD.
wonderful.
Dave's got a lot more than PTSD.
Post-traumatic
so-
stress, David.
So I'm gonna be of no help, but I think that we should move pretty quickly.
Yep. I'm gonna rise.
And as Elric is in the baby carrier.
I'm imagining like David
yes.
sitting like your neck is barely above the water.
Perfect.
All right, to the castle or wherever the hell they are. Yes.
Sure.
Where the matriarch is, yes.
Yeah.
What are the old heroes gonna do?
We are ready to. I'm so bored of not fighting anything.
Normborg's gonna
Can
pull
we
out.
help?
I just want to go.
Normborg's gonna pull out his war pick from his pocket that he's had his entire time. I haven't had a good killing in a while. Praise be the gods, but a man needs to kill.
Where did you pull that out of?
I have many hidden talents.
Don't ask questions like that.
All
I
right.
don't think you'll be of no help. You do not need your eyes.
You see a large elephant Mac comes walking through into the bathhouse.
Zombies. We are called.
And he gets up and just
Now
dragging
he
holds
sits
him
into
on
it like Voltron style.
Let us go.
I don't understand why how that's me.
I see the resemblance.
So as you all leave the bathhouse, do you leave your togas on? Do you change? What do you want to do?
Oh, we need to change.
I'd throw like the leather armor.
Killian would not,
Can I keep
because
this?
the Barrica is not suited for lava.
This heat.
Can I keep
suited
this
for
toga?
desert.
Who are you asking?
One of the Farons as we walk by.
Are you going to give it to me?
Well, I would like to keep it.
Then do so. It has touched you.
You guys got any kind of backpacks in here?
No.
Ah, crap.
We'll figure it out later.
Just, I don't want to have you.
Do we
in my
hear the
chest
screams
entire
and
time.
stuff in here?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, okay. There.
I don't want to go outside.
All right.
Dang.
So somebody, Killian. Can I?
I'll just pick him up and put him on my shoulder, like piggyback ride him.
Okay.
Just go.
As you head out and you have gotten dressed for the fights, you see that Zarj.
Sorry.
Well, Trash King
Tracking
one
calls her
thing.
Zarge, yeah.
So Zarij comes out and she's wearing her druidic clothes, but she has an elephant mask.
Nice.
A mask. Why? What type of mask?
Wood.
Just like a mask.
Like beautiful, looks like Banjo Crash Bandicoot.
Same thing.
Don't you dare.
Maybe I was gonna need a rise out of one, you know.
Okay, are we ready? Beautiful mask.
Thank you.
Does it look like the same material that we had our mask made out of?
No.
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 I,
It's not the same.
on the way,
Sorry.
am going to take out my flute.
Okay.
And I would like to feel the inscription on the side.
You feel it.
I will play a lighthearted tune to try to soothe the group of us.
Thank you.
Going back to the matriarch.
The city is alive with panic. The red light of the cities have been ignited. You see that the flame plumes of the towers, the black towers, have been ignited even more. So the whole city just kind of glows with an amber red light. All around the caldera, you hear these kind of echoing out like starship troopers. And as though they're going to come rushing down the caldera at any moment. You don't have any idea how many they are, but their screams are so loud they must be many. As the city arms itself, you see that they put on draconic armor. Like, so their armor literally looks like the dragon gods of old. And that's the first time you see them like looking like dragons. And they march with armor across their whole bodies, this kind of black silvered armor. You see some of them carry these long poles with flames on the end, and you see a couple of them kind of like fire breathers, but it would magnify it like a flamethrower. Then they reach the edges of the city. As this happens, Elesh finds you, and she beckons you to come north out of the city. Your friends have been taken by Zara. You shall make your stand with her.
Like a fight stand?
She just kind of looks at you like you are inept.
Well, we need our masks.
You will need more than that.
Can we have 7 more?
Yes,
They will be coming with us.
of course. We have many masks.
This temple you say we need to go to. Do you know how large it is on the inside? Could we take the city and move everybody there for safety?
You will not open the temple.
Apparently, we also weren't supposed to get that gem.
We don't know about
You
that.
don't know about that?
Oh, I thought that had all been communicated. Didn't say that.
We have done wilder things than open a door.
I ain't gonna lie, I am in no condition to fight right now.
And yet,
Oh,
you will.
You look terrible.
It's like snap my neck.
I will help you relieve this pain.
Nine.
Huzzah!
Well, you're fine.
I'm at 19.
There you go. See, you are better.
We are wasting time.
Let's go.
All right, as you're heading out of the city toward the gates of the temple, this none of you have ever been to, underneath the brow of Aurorealis, the Mountain of Light, is there anything you would like to do before you cross this threshold?
Rest.
Would we have, during this time of being in the city, accounting a short rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, time to get that bad boy out.
We were in a sauna. Of course we got rest.
Do I get a short rest?
Yes.
Would we have time to like hit an armory or like? No. Okay, then all good.
10. I'm gonna roll 10 things. I have no idea how short resting works.
You can. You have 14 hit. Well, if you're level 14, you have 14 hit dice.
I'll roll 14.
But I wouldn't roll.
You can go
them,
one
you
by
need them all.
one
Oh.
for as many as you.
You add your modifier to it too.
Oh, you do?
This is 1d. This is 1d10 plus 70.
No.
Oh, maybe that's in all. Yeah.
Okay. Elric is ready.
Let me give myself a. What was I gonna say? No, I'm gonna give myself an OD buff. The hot weather does not go with killing well, so I'm gonna purposely half my.
Hang on, guys. We gotta stop. I need to make a new character sheet with this new crazy race. It might be important.
It might be actually, but
Yeah.
we don't have time.
Nope. Should have thought about that before you killed your parents.
Too soon. Far too soon. Okay.
All right. Lyra, are you all done with everything? All right. Then you will reach the temple first. Zara shows you the temple. You leave the city. You walk up the inclines of the Black Mountains. It takes you about an hour to reach this point. As you leave the city, you alone seem to glow in light. As you reach the top, kind of walking very superhero montage style to the top of the city, Aurorealis encompasses your field of view. As you look up, even with the sandstorm around you, where you are, it does not blow. This seems to be a sacred place. And far, far above, way beyond the clouds and the swirling storm of the obsidian sands, you see the beam of light firing itself into the sky. In front of you, however, you see the great door of Aurorealis. Etched in gold, you see 2 dragons make up either side of a 100-foot door. They are clasped with all of their talons are clasped together, locking the seal of the door all the way down to the bottom. Along the tower, as you look up, you see that through Aurorealis there is a hole that actually goes all the way up, and you see the light shooting through it, as though at certain times perhaps light could fire through this hole down into a center spot on a dais that you are standing on. So while the door is magnificent in front of you, you have come up very large stairs to an open area. This has several sconces that are like braziers, you know, no, is that braziers?
Braziers.
Braziers, thank you, braziers. Large bras. Braziers. Braziers.
This city, man.
And in the center, yeah, they're real, all about it. And in the center, you see what looks like a star chart of like the moon and the planets etched into the ground.
Do I see anything?
You're not there yet.
Got it.
You were taking a short rest. You'll be there in a second.
I look at the star chart.
Okay. It actually moves like a clock. You see it just kind of slowly moving.
Do I see like the point where I think this day is? Looking at the star chart, looking at the dais and the light, am I correlating this like maybe like 3.5 days from now is when I think this light's gonna hit?
Correct. However, what is interesting is with the beam of light firing from the temple, a beam of light is also firing down at the center point. So where light would normally not come down, with that beam shooting up, it now is.
On the dais?
It is shooting down on the dais.
Well, that's promising.
Yeah, maybe
The rest of the group comes walking up the stairs.
maybe we can do it now.
I'd say give it a try.
I look at the door. I look at the pedal. Does it look like, or at the dais, does it look like there's a...
They do not match in any way.
And there's nothing on the dais.
Correct.
Do we think the pedal has to go in the light?
I was thinking that. I don't know what else.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let's give it a try. Yeah. Throw the leaf in the light.
Lyra, what's going on?
We found the flower.
Wait,
I'll
you
mix
got the
the
full
light.
flower?
I know, I saved him.
What are we doing here?
I saved it.
What did you say? I know I say.
Yeah.
We kind of decimated their sacred flame thing, and we got a pedal, and we're going to try and open the door. Just hold on a second.
I take the flame and I go to the dais.
And you hear all the other dragons like,
Should we chant that as well?
it's indecipherable.
Why-
Let's just be draconic.
I do.
Then you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if we speak draconic, can we...
Chris Crash Green. Chris Crash Green.
What are they saying?
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Show your light. Burn us in your brilliance.
So I will. So as I put that there, I will say exactly that in draconic.
Okay.
It's alright.
You lay the pedal in the light of this dais. It glows beautiful. It shimmers like a crystal with fuchsia and red, and there's also black and darkness and gold all in the petal. As it glows, it seems to hit the door, but you hear nothing happens.
What is it? What is it not hitting the whole door?
It just shines with light. So it shimmers, it hits the door, it shoots to another part of the room. It's basically like a prism without a focus. And the floor creaks underneath you.
The floor is creaking.
It's just
It's continuing to turn.
continuing.
Okay.
Is there any way
Can
you
we focus? Is there a way we can focus this light?
I'll take my finger and just kind of like maybe like twirl it inside this light, see if I can get it to like focus or something.
It doesn't prism.
All right,
It doesn't
then.
prism.
Okay. It is hopeless.
It is not.
Without the dais information, you cannot hope to open the door.
I'd like to, I guess, inspect the dais. Is that the thing that they put the pedal into, or?
The big.
Is it turning on its own, or is it all about the sun?
So the entire area that you're at, like we're talking, this thing is probably 60, 70 feet in like diameter, like very large. The entire thing is moving. The braziers are moving. The central dais is moving. This entire thing seems like it's some type of massive gear work that is moving.
Is there? Okay, so I guess what I want to inspect is if there are inscriptions on the dais that indicate, use.
Sure. So do you speak Draconic?
No.
Then
I do.
I do.
So the two of you look at it, and it talks about the tier of God, that one day a year, the light of dawn will shine upon the dais, giving the user Azeron's blessing.
But the light is already shining on it. It's just not in the right formation.
But it's make our own light.
The light it has light.
Correct. You have the light component. Seems to be missing something else.
You're missing
Can we move?
dawn.
We're missing
The shadow.
God!
Doesn't a dais use the light based off of the shadow of the sun?
Yeah, but we.
Yes.
But we.
As a player, as a player, that is how it would work. I don't know if
But
Dwayne
isn't
would know how to.
Azeron the light and the shadow?
It's just not at the correct angle yet.
But can't we create a shadow to fake it? I mean, if Azeron is light and Sephirodrax is the shadow.
So this thing essentially rotates, right?
The whole thing.
So it's like a sundial
We need
based off of how the sun is set, and
we need to move the whole dial.
In the distance, one of the towers in the city below collapses.
Using pure strength, is there any way to make this thing budge?
You want to try?
I will
help with
assist.
I think
Not
the
to break
shadow
it, but it seems
obscures
like
the
it's probably
light
gonna be
when we
pretty
need
tough
it.
to
Does
move.
that make sense?
So I'm just curious if it will budge.
How are you going to do it?
I'm gonna with
So
my
the
muscles.
dais in the center is attached to a large floor piece. Think of like a mural in the ground that's moving. Every single piece is like moving like a clockwork. So moving the dais would not move the entire clockwork. Darn.
Do I see anything?
You don't see anything yet. Perception check.
Can I investigate to figure out if I could figure out a way to make this thing move faster?
Sure.
Investigation, my favorite skill.
15.
3.
I'm sorry, you wouldn't know. It's not a bad idea, but you don't succeed.
So is it
15
like,
on perception.
I don't think it's high enough. Sorry.
so it's like a bunch of circles on the ground?
Bunch of cogs moving. The entire floor moves.
You would assume that there are cogs underneath the floor, and you're seeing pieces of a mosaic moving.
can I try and investigate what the mosaic would be?
Sure.
At the moment, we are trying to peel off the colors of a Rubik's Cube and paste them into
Would it be investigate
position.
or
If you solve the puzzle.
perception?
That's the issue.
Would it be investigate, perception? Investigate 22.
Okay, so you see that the cogs are moving. To Lyra's point, maybe you could somehow manipulate them into the day. They are showing the stars and the moons aligning, so they would literally align into the day. You would see that the moon, the stars, everything would align in a straight line toward the door
I relay this.
if 3.5 days were to pass.
How do we pass?
I say this to you.
How do we increase the leap year?
We go into the future.
Marner, you need to invent the leap year.
The flux capacitor.
So is the dais moving based on strictly the clockwork, or based on what the dais is observing of what's going on with the cosmos?
You believe it's a clock.
Okay. So we can't.
Be cool though, like
Fake
the other
it.
way. With
Can
Can we
Nothing's of
find?
the
Is there a way to reset the clock? To like change the settings of the clock, like a normal clock?
back down.
But seriously, like you can normally set a clock.
Clocks, yeah.
Okay.
If you can open it,
How are you
we
gonna
break the
try to figure
floor.
this out?
How do we?
Okay. Azran, please let me see through your eyes, and I cast True Seeing on myself to try to see through
Okay.
this puzzle.
So you cast True Seeing, this will let you see invisible, let you see ethereal, anything.
Hidden doors.
Hidden doors.
All this.
So there are no hidden doors. There is no invisibility being cast. You notice that through your True Seeing, the mountain behind you looks like it's on fire. So now you're seeing kind of everything looks like it's like white light kind of blowing like you're in a shadowy land, but the mountain is just ignited in fire. As far as the dais and the gears and everything, they are just that. They're just metal gears.
Okay, based
I-
on
Think back to the crazy man with the flying ship. He knew a lot about gears.
right, like based on my background, from whence I came and like my proficiency in like the tinker's tools and all that stuff, I'd like to just sit down and just kind of like focus my gnomish eyes on this gear work and see if I can suss out any sort of way to make it go faster or to reset it.
I will knowledge history or investigation with advantage. Your choice.
You see a big button that says press here.
It's a big options.
I'm a dumb little guy. I've got nothing to add to this. Nope, that's a 5.
There's gotta be a way, guys.
I'm a very slippery little gnome, but I am stupid.
So,
You would play
that's a shame.
you would play
But
a
like,
god.
you think that, like, there's just some part of you that's like, man, I feel like I could figure this out,
Right?
like, but you're just not intelligent enough.
As a player or a character.
How about step 1 of, is there some kind of base plate that I could open up to get to the inner workings inside, or some way to open this up to get a better look?
Yes, but somebody has to roll higher than a 5.
I will try this.
Guys, help me find a way to just open this thing up.
Oh, we're just looking for a way to
Like,
open
literally,
it.
no one has rolled anything.
Wait,
like
wait,
this.
wait.
Here,
Torque,
let me try.
we just
I rolled a 22.
wait, Torque. We just need
Please
to.
be good. He's blind.
6.
Hey, wait. We just need to figure out a way to open it
At the moment, I've got like a screwdriver
Can I
and like a little hook
perception?
in hand. I'm just
to find that.
It's investigation.
Can I?
Can I
try?
look after David?
Yeah, look at all you metagamers.
guys.
not putting
Everybody
anything
just
in
look.
Investigation.
Everybody just
Let's
look.
see how it is.
I rolled a
14?
22 investigation. I won't hear it.
You asked for something specific, and you got the answer.
Investigation, you say?
14.
So you do not find a plate, but you do find that there are little slits in the mosaic that you could potentially jam something into.
The Indiana Jones thing he uses.
Oh yeah.
Just that.
Dork,
I was
can I
thinking
use,
about
can I
thinking,
see your spoon real quick, or you use your
I
spoon
put my
to
spear
it
in it, and then I proceed to try to pry it open, like, or in whatever manner that is.
Like you're gonna try to pry off the mosaics?
No,
No,
how
like-
many spots are there? Because we can turn the gears all together.
That's
So as you say
Yes.
this, one of the guards comes running up. Your Majesty, they are. And his eyes roll into the back of his head.
Oh, that's not ominous. Let's do this faster.
Do I see a true seeing here?
Oh
Does
no.
it sound closer?
You don't see anything.
I stick my bird dagger in one of the things.
Okay.
Do my druidic
I'll get my
staff.
Yekwa.
How many slits are there?
To begin.
I mean, there's slits everywhere. So yeah, like you could fit different blades into it. You have your group of.
I yell at everybody around us, guards, our old guard, all of that. I'm like, find a slot, stick something in, and turn this thing.
I'm going to give.
Yay.
Right? I guess I'm going to start playing a shit ton of flute from Killian's shoulders. And I will give.
I want to hear the tabletop.
I will give the.
Where's the kazoo?
As per request.
It's been too long.
So I'm going to give the 5 of everybody Bardic Inspiration.
Do it.
Don't you have a didgeridoo?
I do. A collapsible didgeridoo.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
Is that
returning
D6
the
or
gears
D8?
to make this a wine.
To make it dawn. Alright.
Yes.
Everybody gets
To make it dawn.
D10.
Oh, excuse me.
D10.
Well,
Okay.
aren't we
We'll all
myself
turn
there
it
for a second.
together.
high level fucks?
Oh, we doing strength rolls then?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's...
Strength.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I can do that.
But we have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
D10.
And a D10 to my roll?
Yes.
Oh, thank the Lord.
I'll roll just you first.
Ooh,
Yeah,
can I use
that
my?
Yeah, you can use your
What's it called?
inspiration.
No, you can't use. Yes, inspiration. Yes,
Oh.
indomitable. No.
Oh yeah, no, not mine. Ooh, 10.
17.
I'll use 10. 10. 20, not net.
Is
Okay.
it strength or athletics?
It can be either.
It can be athletics.
It can be athletics.
29.
Ooh. Oh,
17.
athletics.
27.
16.
30. I'm blind, dude.
So you are like in the 150s for strength.
Not smarts.
Okay, so you.
Plus our old guard.
Everybody puts their staffs in the ground. In the city below you. Ooh, this one's fun. Cosmic Funk!
Yeah, cosmic
Cosmic
funk.
fun.
Nice.
Everybody dies with cosmic funk.
In the city below you, there is a scene of anarchy. Creatures that have long, slender heads and their mouths open, showing gaping jaws and teeth, almost like a giraffe that's been elongated. But their arms are out like hellhounds. They're kind of like, almost like spider legs that are attached to their kind of undulating body. You'll see literally Farron's breathing fire and screaming, and all of a sudden their eyes roll to the back as these spider monster creatures are literally jumping on them, like tearing into their flesh. The same thing happens up above, where you see the guard in front of you just kind of, his eyes roll in the back and he falls backwards down the stairs. In all of your minds, the world around you, as you jam their spears into the ground and begin to pull, like, we have to move these gears. The world begins to just kind of buckle around you. You begin to see different things in front of you. Clara, you're in danger. You see your father and your mother being killed by Elgrix. Your father, run. Killian, you just see the word of your father.
Zzz.
Zzz.
No, plural. Fathers, plural. I have a whole
Fathers.
thing going on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fathers.
Your father named Zzz.
That was good. Haunts you. Not great. Eric, you've had enough torture.
What is happening? Push!
In fact,
Anything.
you actually don't see anything. You just see your friends kind of roll into the back of their heads.
He doesn't see that either.
I'm just cheering everybody on.
Yeah, you guys got it! You got it! David, you stand over the graveside of your dead brother. That should be you. Torque,
Stillness of mind, stillness of mind, stillness.
you have stillness of mind. The gears won't budge as only you
And Elric.
Elric's not doing
Elric's not
anything.
pushing.
He's just like, you guys got it.
He's
Only
just
you
doing on his
are
phone.
pushing it, but you see your friends all kind of rolling into the back of their minds.
I'll take a coin and I'll like just whip it at the back of Killian's head to try and like snap her out of it. I'll do it with everybody, but I'll start with Killian. It's like, hey!
Each of you are filled with a moment of extreme doubt, questioning yourself. These things aren't showing you exactly what you want. They're showing you your failures. They're trying to stop you. What do you do?
Do I have any feeling of what's going on?
I mean, you hear that the people are stopping. You hear screams all around you, and you hear Torque wake the fuck up!
Okay, I'm going to begin to play, and even though I don't know where anybody is, as I'm playing a tune, I'd like to think of everybody like individually one at a time in our party, and I'm going to play a tune for Counter Charm. It's an ability, and during that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain advantage on saving throw against being frightened or charmed. So I understand that it's like a saving throw, but hopefully in this context it helps a little bit.
Perfect.
But you want to go around, I guess?
Who'd like to go first?
Oh. I have self-doubt, and I've had it many times before. But the new findings of my parents, and that there was hope, and the love, and what I've come across recently, I am going to reach for my Gnar blade and just grip it, because the last time that I wielded it, I heard my father's voice saying, "You can do it, Clara." And I'm just going to grip that, knowing that he is with me somehow in some way, and he is my support, and I just want to be able to, even if I can't hear his voice, just know that this is what that blade symbolizes, is him, and that he believes in me, and that that's enough.
I kind of come to terms with that. I couldn't save my mother, and the whole thing of not being able to find my father has been probably what's weighed on me the most. And I think about how this story actually got me these boots I'm wearing from telling the sad story, and that trying to talk myself up that I've failed, but I haven't completely failed yet until my father's body turns up. Like, there's still a chance to get there. And if we don't help these people, how are we gonna... I'll never be able to go help him.
Killian would, hearing the doubt of not being good enough, Killian would run away. Would run away from the emotion, like many of the tribes, or tribesmen of the north would do. Just, repress the emotion, but Killian would run, and it was for repression, to get away from the feeling, but then she would continue running, and eventually she would stop and realize that running cleared her mind. She was able to get to a place that she has never heard about from any known hunter ever. They've never reached that far before. And on that edge of wherever, that is where her own passion came into view. The Great Ursidon.
In the distance you see it, but maybe just the silhouette.
It exists.
Or maybe it was one of those fucking monsters.
Exactly. But there it's... Killian was able to get to it, which she was able to run through doubt and come to a point where no other member of the North has been, and witness the greater arsenal.
Oh my God, you went to the north. The north of north.
The super north.
Yeah.
See the super bear.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
David.
David thinking about his dead brother, and how his younger brother has always looked up to him, and knowing that David should have been the one on the main field with his brother, and how he should have died instead of him because he's his older brother and he's supposed to protect him. He'll look past it, knowing that he can't do anything else for his brother anymore except for keep on
Keep on
protecting
striding.
people. Keep on striding.
David has to keep on striding.
That's awesome.
That's good.
With Elric's ability, you do not have to roll to break it. Each one of you kind of snaps to. This one, not some elder god making your eyes ignite with stars. Not some dragon fueling your blood with fire. Not an ancient bear god, just you. And the gears turn. As they turn, you see the dragonborn, even Zara's eyes roll into the back of her head, but you don't stop. All around you are screams, monsters begin to climb up the stairs, and finally, the dais clicks. In the center, the dais lowers, and you see these prongs come up and open for a spot for something to fit inside. The door also seems to shift, and a spot opens inside of the door as the day for the Tear of God appears.
I would immediately go grab that thing and put it.
It prisms the light and fires into the door. Immediately, the claws on the door unclasp, and the doors open. Inside, you see nothing but golden light. It fires out onto the mountainside. The miasma of the obsidian sands blows back, and everyone caught in the light is immediately freed from the grasp of the creatures crawling up the mountains. You hear screams as though they are wincing back, and as the light fires down into the city, you see the monsters literally buckling away. Heat erupts. Even the dragons can't seem to move. The kind of shadows on you douse immediately. Everyone is wincing at the light, except for one person.
No pressure.
I look back and look for Zara. I walk in.
Okay. You walk into a large temple of light. Fire literally pools down on the sides. Above you, you see what looks like a ceiling of flames, just kind of lifted aloft. Just in the front of you, you see a golden door. This temple sprawls in every direction. It looks as though it could go on into the depths of the earth. But in front of you, you see a wall of nothing but gold.
And the door?
There is no door. It is simply a wall of golden light.
I walk towards it. Can you walk?
As you look around on the ground, you see the corpses of other Farrens who look to have been locked in the mountain.
Can I walk through the wall of light?
So you approach the wall of light, but this is a huge room, so it's going to take you a few minutes as you walk through.
I'd run. Yeah.
You reach the wall, and as you're running, you see a shard of light kind of from the ceiling moving down. As you're running, it's kind of going like this. So it's going further down as you get closer. As you reach about 20 feet in front of the door, you see in front of it just white light.
Be going right up.
You take a step forward, and everything inside of you just kind of goes quiet for a moment. you see someone standing in the light. They're wearing white armor, kind of a grayish beard, unpronounced, but they turn towards you. Hello, Lyra.
Do I recognize him?
It's too bright.
I would go up to them.
You get about 5 feet from them and just kind of taken a little bit aback. Thought you'd given up looking for me.
Is it Saul? Why are you here?
Well, you weren't making it on your own, so I thought you could use a little help.
What did you do to help me?
Just put you on the path. Told you a story. Story about how I lost my daughter and my wife.
Have you been here?
I think I've always been here, Lyra.
How long have you been here?
A very long time.
I found you.
Yes, you did.
You told me to find you.
Yes, you did.
He's gone. There's only the entrance to the door of light.
Keep going.
You take a step into the light, and as soon as you do, it seals behind you and you see nothing but darkness. It looks like the dream you had, the vision. You walk in darkness, it's everywhere. You are walking on a sea of darkness. Only you and your light shines.
I think about that dream and where I saw Azran's eyes, and I try to find that.
Okay. As you search for it in the center of this room, you see sticking out of the darkness what looks like the hilt of a sword.
I go up to it. Is it light?
It is gold.
I try to grab it.
As you reach down and hold it, you hear a voice in your mind's eye.
You have come so far, little one.
I have. And you've helped me.
It doesn't budge.
No.
As you pull it, you see Saul right next to you. What do you remember? What do you remember? What do you remember? What do you remember?
About what?
All of it.
I remember so much.
Your mother.
Yeah, she was struck down.
So beautiful.
She was beautiful.
So very beautiful. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Then know the truth, Lyra. I am alive because you believe it. I am in your heart, your soul, and when all others doubt, I am your light. You are not my chosen. I am yours.
Not just mine, everyone who believes in you.
You, more than anyone else, are mine.
Why?
We Ah, blood.
I kind of was getting that feeling.
Always so sassy.
It's not really sassy, it's just like awkward.
Thanks, Dad.
For real. Why do I remember? I have so many questions, but it might not be the time.
It is the last time.
Why do I remember my parents in life so differently?
I wanted to save you the pain of this place. You were young when she died.
I don't remember that. That was so long ago.
And yet, only a moment for me.
What do I do now?
Be the light.
I will be the light and in the light. What does this sword represent?
Your heritage.
But I can't pick it up.
Are you ready?
I am.
Then cast it all aside. Cast off what you hold on to in this world. All of it.
Okay.
You wish to, so he is telling you to cast everything off.
How?
Both metaphorically and literally.
Like, you mean my cat, like, forget about it?
Cast it all aside. All of it.
I don't necessarily 100% know what you mean.
Take it off.
Remove
Like-
all doubt.
Like
It's getting
nothing-
hot in here.
Yeah, like doubt, but like all, like
No.
belongings?
No, belongings,
it.
but essentially nothing else matters either.
Yeah, I get that part, but that's like more metaphorically.
What does a newborn wear when it's just born?
Skin.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Take it off.
Eli wants you to wear skin.
Yeah, that's what I was going to like. You mean actual possessions? That's what I was trying to.
I think it means everything.
Okay.
Let's
go with the flow.
Like literally.
No character
Lyra
beliefs.
slowly undoes the armor. No one would see this. She is alone in the darkness. And as she stands there, blank of all things,
I would grab a sword.
outside, there is a shockwave that comes from the base of the mountain. There is a horrible scream, unlike anything you've ever heard. It cracks the mountain in front of you. The vision that you've seen with your true sight, and you've seen with your true sight, the mountain ignites in fire. Boom! It's not a volcano. The rocks begin to burn. You see it. Inside, in the center of this dark place, Lyra holds a sword of nothing but pure flame. She is covered in fire and burns with a magnitude unlike anything she's ever seen. And behind you, in the darkness, two eyes open. They are larger in some ways than this very mountain, and within a moment, they fly up out of the darkness of this mountain. Outside, you see the single largest being, you have ever witnessed. It is nearly the size of the mountain as it comes blasting out of the top of the castle. I mean, of the mountain tower. Azeron, the dragon god of dawn, hits the sky for the first time in 1,000 years. And as he roars his breath into the very air, it's as bright as 1,000 suns and burns the darkness of the Obsidian sands away. It moves across the sky like an actual sun. And as literally the dragons all fall to their knees, the monsters below in the city burn to nothing but cinders. You see Lyra come walking out of the center of the temple, Dragonborn. That's the end of our game.
We came to find the dumb goblin, and Lyra becomes a god. Like,
No, not a god, just a dragon.
A demigod.
Just a dragon.
That was the best game ever!
Or a prophet of Azeron at this point.
Oh yeah, that's
And Saphira dragon.
no me. I want something.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
You're also you are also Saphira dragon.
That was so good!
Yeah, well, I'm a bigger part in something evil's planned.
I forgave myself for my brother's death.
That's
no, we didn't.
incredible.
Agatha found
We'll be
me.
back in 2 weeks, everybody. I hope you all had fun.
Yay!
I
Good
think we'll be
job,
back
guys.
for a fun Halloween game.
Or will we?
Will we?
Yeah, November 1st.
Oh yes! I'm sorry.
We're gonna be
We'll be in
celebrating
costume-
Halloween
costumes.
on the
On
day
November
after Halloween.
1st.
That's our
Oh
next
my
game.
lord.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Eat ketchup.
Close our eyes, the current sweeps right over us. Feel the world spin round again for only us. Hold your breath, we're diving into something bigger than anything we've ever been. Love be lighthouse, oh, to lead you home. Stars and the moon illuminating every road. Rest your mind, it's always been there all along. Sense of belonging to a greater unknown. Hold your breath, we're diving into something real and right. Love alive, my satellite. Love be lighthouse, oh, to lead you home. open.